Shazam! I don't know what's going on. Nonsense November is here. Episode 235. Let's go! Where's the intro? I cannot find the intro.
If I did.
Welcome back to another episode of the Councilmen. This will be our 235th episode. And you know what time it is? It's non...
Sense?
Ariq?
No. No, wait, nonsense. November, whatever the fuck.
Let me get up from the ground.
Why is Bob? Well, I was calling everyone Bob. Why is Albert on the ground?
I
mean
tried.
Teguh?
I almost fell off
You
my
mean
chair.
Teguh? I'm Albert.
Why is
Albert.
Teguh
Oh,
on the
what's
ground?
going on?
But yeah, today we got the four of us. We have Albert, Ariq, Kelvin, and Teguh on the show. Yeah. Nonsense November. This is where it's at.
Yeah.
is that time of the year again? All right. So Albert, what are we getting into?
Yeah, if this is your first. If this is
Wait,
your,
why is Teguh getting ready to work?
you have work, you have work in
Hey,
30
guys.
minutes. But yeah, this as Teguh is putting on his suit. If this is your first time joining to the Councilmen, I apologize. This is the time of year in November where we do Nonsense November. Teguh is part of a cult now. I have no idea. He just puts on a black cloak, a black hood. But anyway, this is a part of the. This is the 3 weeks of the show, 1 month of the show where we go full ham on our nonsense. You think we have a good amount of nonsense on regular episode? Think again. We have way more this month. So be scared. Be scared. All of us is here this week. Me, Kelvin, Ariq, Teguh. So yeah, should be exciting. And this week's topic, we're going to be talking about the worst movie theater experience that we've had, the bad movie theater experience. Maybe we'll sprinkle in some good as well, the good, the bad, and the ugly. So maybe there's ugly in movie theater experience, maybe there's good, maybe there's bad. Who knows?
Yeah, it's really ugly when you're there next to me.
Well, that's why they turn off the lights so you don't have to see me, so you're not like triggered or anything,
But yeah, of course, before all the nonsense and all the discussion, we are going to start off with the weekly watchies. Yeah. So I guess. Oh wait, Albert. Do the chores.
What are we waiting for?
Chores.
Chores? Okay, all right. So calm down, guys. You don't have to clap for me. That's okay. All right, thank you. Anyway, but yeah, the chores. So that is the part of the show where we plug. So follow us at Councilmen Show on all of our social media: Twitter, Instagram, Threads, Letterboxd. I don't have to call it X, right? It's gonna go back to Twitter, right? We all agree. It's not gonna stay X for long. Okay, screw it. You think it's gonna stay as X?
I don't know. I didn't hear anything about it not staying as X.
Nobody likes it.
I feel like it's gonna go back eventually. Anyway, Twitter, Instagram, Threads, Letterboxd at Councilmen Show. You can send us an email at councilmenshow@gmail.com. You can watch us live on the stream team. We watch us live every Saturday. For now, it's Saturday 10:30 a.m. Eastern, and I say for now because it's daylight saving. Apparently, it's back, and I don't know what's gonna happen to our show next week. It might be 1 hour earlier, maybe 1 hour later. We'll have to figure it out. Because again, we're following the majority of the time zones, which 3 of these folks are in the Asian time zone. So, yep, we're following those time zones. Power in numbers. But anyway, and aside from the live stream, you can always find us on our audio feed at Councilmen Show, wherever you listen to it. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Castbox, Pandora, Podbean, etc. So there you go.
Yeah. There you go. I really thought daylight saving is over. Like I thought that was the whole thing that was supposed to happen last year or something.
I heard that too, but apparently it's not.
Huh. Well, too bad. for all
the
of
cows
us.
know the time zones or something like that.
No,
Huh?
that's out.
What?
What does it have to do with cows?
No, like the
Oh,
cows are apparently like they're attuned to the time zones naturally. That's why the
But that's a
farmers
chicken
need
thing.
it.
no, it's a
I-
cow. It's a cow thing, I think.
It's a cow
Because
I thought
thing.
cows don't go cock a doodle doo.
Oh, but they go
yeah,
moo. They're attuned with the times.
you know how horrifying it would be if a cow starts doing cock-a-doodle-doo? Like,
I would be
Actually,
turn
no.
the
I would
broken
be.
cow.
I would be quite entertained. Actually.
Actually, no, bring that to like Asia Got Talent or something. My talent is this cow.
Um,
Uh,
All right. Anyway,
uh,
weekly watches time.
that being said,
Wait, let me turn up
the
music.
music. Play the music. Are you ready?
Oh, yeah.
For the weekly council segment, Weekly Watchies. We've been watching TVs, movies, rating 1 to 5, maybe crying, could be boring, or laughing in theaters or at home, because it's time to share everything that we watched this week. It is time for our show's Weekly Watchies.
All right, Weekly Watchies, the part of the show where we talk about movies we watched this week, and you guys, and we share our thoughts on it, and you guys in the chat as well share what you watched this week and your thoughts on it. So yeah, let's get into it. All right, first of all, I want Albert to start because he watched the Turtles in a Half Shell movie. So, and I would like to know his thoughts on that.
Way to spoil my weekly watch because I can start with that, but real quick, you know what? I'm gonna comment on this live comment right now and make a comment towards it. They ask,
Okay.
where's the new merch? They never make one. It's a scam. That is true. We haven't made one, but this is my promise.
just straight up,
This is-
straight up admits it.
This is my promise.
Straight up
This is my
admits it.
promise. Next week we're gonna have new design. I'm gonna make a new design. Will it be good? I cannot promise that. But will there be a design? That I can promise. It's right. I will make a new design for next week.
Al-
If there is
Albert-
not, I will be punished on the show. They will decide. These three can decide what my punishment will be.
All right, we need
Oh.
to make sure Albert forgets about this.
Yeah.
We need to
Yes.
make sure as much as we can that Albert forgets about
Let me
this.
grab a piece of paper from my printer and write this down. Make merch.
No, that's cheating.
Well,
My merch.
Writing is forbidden.
Oh, I have
Okay.
made merch.
I can't
Make
read that. That's just a
merch.
white piece of paper.
Uh,
But anyway, I would
yeah.
like to know your thoughts on Turtles. Because out of the four of us, only outside of me, you're the only one that else have watched it, I guess. I don't think Ariq Andria has watched it yet.
I have not watched it. I missed it on theaters.
Yeah. Alright, Albert, go.
So I did watch Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Mutant Mayhem. I watched it on streaming because it's available on Paramount, I believe. It was Paramount, yeah. So it's a good film. I can say this is my favorite animated film of the year. The strongest competition is between Elemental and Suzume, and I think I like this more than that. I haven't seen Nomona. I know you like that, Kelvin. And this film, I think, is really good. I think it's a lot of fun. It has a lot of energy, a lot of nonsense, like what we're doing on the show right now. A lot of like pop culture references, which I enjoy. Always enjoy a good pop culture reference, and there is a lot of pop culture reference. And I think you mentioned this on the show when you reviewed this. They're like pretty much kids, teenagers, and they have all the lingos of like the young kids. They're like, what did they
Got
do?
Riz.
You got Riz. It's giving. I don't think any of them said yeet, but I'm disappointed. But I don't
That's
think the kids.
busted.
I don't,
I would
I don't-
Someone said
understand
that.
nothing basically.
but there is like all those references, and I think it's very funny. The voice acting is on point. I really love the voice cast. The voice cast is so stacked. I think we mentioned it already a while ago, but the voice cast is so stacked, and it just fits so well. And I particularly like Jackie Chan as Splinter. I think he's fantastic in that role. And yeah, I think the voice is really good. I wish I saw this in theaters. I didn't get a chance to. And the animation, like we mentioned, is really good. It's really nice. But again, I think my favorite thing is honestly, aside from the story and like the kind-hearted nature of it, the good comedy, something about the voice acting really stands out to me in this film compared to other films. And in terms of animation in the past few, I don't know why. I don't know what is it. Just like the voice acting just really resonates. I'm like, that just fits so well, and it really brings life to all the characters, and I love it. So yeah, I gave it 4 out of 5 stars for TMNT Mutant Mayhem.
Nice.
Nice.
Outside
Honestly,
of Michael
nice. I
Bay
haven't
one,
watched-
have you watched the other TMNT movies?
I have no recollection of watching the Michael Bay one, even though I think I have watched it. And
Pretty sure
no,
we
I have
watched it
not.
together.
I have not. I'm pretty sure I did not. I definitely did not watch it
Oh,
in
okay.
theaters. If we're talking theaters, I definitely did not join you guys for that one. I watched it on my own, definitely. I cannot remember if I watched the 2007 animated one, but I played the TMNT video game for the 2007 version on PS2,
That was
and
really
that was
fun.
fun. That was fun. And I've never watched the original People on a Suit TMNT. Although
Yeah.
I think I've seen footage of TMNT on ice. So does that
There's a
I've
count?
seen that too,
TMNT on
actually.
ice.
There's
There is
TMNT on
everything. There is everything on ice to go.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
pretty sure. You know, we just put everything on ice nowadays. But yeah,
All right, yeah. Good to know that you like it.
yep, it's fun. It's fun.
Yeah. All right then. Let's move on, I guess, to Arik.
My mic working? Hello.
Yeah, your mic's
Kind
working.
of.
It's kind of low, the sound.
Oh, it was turned off for a moment. I think. Okay. Working now? Hang on. Okay. Anyway,
That's working very well.
I watched. I watched a lot of movies. I need my phone because I watched this terrible Indonesian horror film, and I can't see what do you call it? Give like a synopsis of it because it was so
Okay.
bad.
Damn.
Okay, hang on. I wrote it here. Okay, so the movie title is called.
Oh, your voice is dead again.
Ed, see, I do it. It's not
It's
working.
cutting in and out.
Are you opening
Hello?
Blender again, Arik?
No, I haven't done my work. I mean, I'm almost done with. I mean, I've done my work. Okay. Anyway, no, my mic is very weird. Okay, sorry. All right. So the title of the film is called. Is it Tainted Souls? That's the English title.
What's the
The
Indonesian title?
Indonesian title is called Kalian Pantas Mati.
Oh, man.
Which translates to "You all deserve to die." So I have no idea how they get that across. Okay. All right. So basically, hang on, wait. I'm trying to read the synopsis I wrote. Okay. So it's about a student that can see ghosts moves back to his hometown and befriends a ghost girl, whilst another group of kids gets killed by an evil entity. You understand that? No, of course not.
A real life kid befriends a ghost,
Yes.
and then they, as a duo, they kill a man.
No. There's
Oh.
two separate plot lines that converge. Look, I don't recommend you guys watch this. I don't recommend anyone. I do not suggest. I was just very curious, okay? But the spoilers is basically the group of students that they're following, they're basically bullies and they're being killed by the vengeful spirit of a ghost girl that they used to bully.
Okay.
Okay, that's plot one. Hang on, what's the second plan part? Okay. It's revealed that the person behind the killings is actually the dad that has been empowered by the vengeful spirit of the ghost.
Empowered.
Okay, you're following? Okay, hang on. And the last part is, well, apparently. Hang on. What? Anyway, okay.
Kevin, you're confused. Yeah, new
Kevin,
short
you're-
film for you.
This
You wrote
film
the
is
synopsis.
it's terrible. It's so bad. But hear me out, okay? But apparently, the good ghost that was hanging out with the main character is like a split entity. There's a good ghost and the bad ghost. They were barely the same person when they were alive, but then they split after they
Huh.
died. Gitulah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all you need to know. Otherwise, do not watch it. Interesting fact: this film was shot. I don't think it was shot, but it was set in Bogor,
wasn't
which
shot.
is where we.
It
no,
wasn't
no,
shot.
No,
Okay.
it wasn't shot in. No, listen.
Let him
I'm gonna-
finish.
Let me talk. Hang on, my mic keeps dipping. No, it was set in the town of Bogor, which is where all four of us are from, by the way, viewers.
Hmm.
Except
Okay,
only
yeah, a
me and
bit of
Kelvin
lore
currently
there.
lives. Yeah, a bit of lore. And basically, right, I give this film a 2 out of 5. It would have been like a 0 or a 1 at least if we had to keep a score. But I
Okay.
gave it a
Damn.
2.5. I gave it a 2 out of 5 because there's the ghost that we keep calling the good ghost. Me and my friends keep calling her Schizo Girl because
Why?
only the main character can see the ghost. No one else can see the ghost, right?
I'm
So
finally
when he's
getting context for this.
yeah, so
Oh.
so
Because I've been
so
listening to this for like the past day.
yes, I know. Sorry, Teguh, but now there's the context there. So basically, like every time somebody sees like him, like going on the date with this ghost girl, it's basically him just doing stuff by himself. So if he's hugging the girl, you'll just see him do this.
Huh.
That's dumb AF.
It is.
Interesting.
It is, and the ghost girl is played by a JKT48 member, an idol member.
Damn.
That's
Huh.
the interesting part there. And basically, yeah, we just like that she. Enough, Kelvin. Enough. But basically, we just like her because she has that like the cute girlfriend type demeanor. Okay, she was basically like the best anime waifu that isn't an anime.
Did
That's
she
why I
rap
gave
like
it.
I want you,
I thought
I
that's not
need
the J.
you?
Wait, I thought that's not
That's
JKT.
That's AKB, but JKT also did it.
No, no,
word
Yeah.
but
for their context. So anyone understanding? These are girl bands from Indonesia. So
yeah. By the way, yeah.
we should probably
The
explain
in-
that because people will
I
be very
said it was an
confused.
idol.
I mean,
said it was
I'm
played by
sure
an
my
idol.
man Naruto the man here knows what
JK
AKB48 is.
AKB48. Yeah.
No, but what I was
Yeah.
trying to say is like, yeah, it was portrayed by an idol member. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
That
yeah,
was one of their
again,
songs, by the way.
did she actually do that? No, she
Yeah.
did dance.
It's oh okay.
No.
She
I
did
meant in the
dance.
film.
Okay.
In the film, she
Oh,
did
in the
the
film.
ghost. The ghost did not. I want
Dance.
you. Okay, she danced, but not to that song specifically. Okay. Anyway, like I
Okay.
said,
Okay. Okay.
terrible film. Do not recommend. But I like the ghost girl. We keep making fun of my friend because he's still single, and we're like, "Hey, Bob, take your pills."
Oh, shit.
Oh my god.
Because
Damn.
you will never find happiness, right, in this life, but maybe in the afterlife. So,
Damn.
but yeah,
Damn.
but yeah, this was interesting. Oh, I should mention it is a horror film, yeah, but it's not scary at all. That's why, again,
Okay.
terrible film. It's horrible. Do not
Alright.
watch it, Kel. It's on Netflix, but don't watch it, Kel.
All right. I will not.
Do not watch it. Terrible film.
All right. All right. All right. So, well, what's up, Tainted Soul?
Yeah, it's called Tainted Soul.
Yeah. There you go,
The
guys. Do
English
not
title.
watch that.
Do not watch it
2 out of 5 from Ariq.
unless you feel lonely and you want to know what it's like to have a
What?
girlfriend.
Naruto the
All
man
of,
doesn't know AKB48? I am saddened.
but maybe he's not that big of a weeb. Oh well, anyway.
All right. Anyway, let's move on. Teguh.
Well, speaking of weeb things, I watched 1.5 weeb things. The half was with
Alright.
Ariq.
Okay, what was it then?
So I finally watched the final, not the final, but like the latest season of Demon Slayer.
Oh,
I finished it. What is it called? The Swordsmith Village arc.
yeah.
That's where I am for Kelvin. But yeah, it's absolutely brilliant. You okay, Ariq?
Okay. Go
I was
on.
reading Katie's what do you call it?
Comments.
Comment. It's okay.
Yeah.
Just keep going. Keep going. I was reading Katie's
Yeah, no.
comment.
Unlike the last one, this one I would absolutely recommend. And yeah, you know what? Nah, 4.5 out of 5.
I heard people don't like this one because of because like people find uh some weird power scaling kind of deal.
There is
Yeah.
a bit of weird power scaling, like, but I didn't mind it. I just liked. I
Yeah.
enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It did feel a bit short.
It is one of the shorter arc, I guess.
Hmm.
Yeah. Because after this you have a training arc, and after that you have basically the final arc.
Also, there's 2 more arcs.
Basically, yeah, if I'm not wrong. Yeah. All right. Yeah. What do you think of the demon though in the vase thing?
I was not expecting it. Minor spoilers, when it left the vase, I was not expecting it to look like that.
Yeah,
But
okay, yeah.
yeah, sure, I
Nice.
guess. Um, I
Alright.
liked and didn't like the other one, the Hantengu, because like I like the concept, but I was like, if I just imagine like if I was playing like a video game or something and that was a boss fight, I would like be raging the entire time because of how annoying he is.
Yeah, he's really annoying. Yeah. What I like about I didn't watch it, I only read it. But what I really like about this season is basically of one guy, Muichiro. Man, that dude is so cool with
Dude,
There's a
the
I
guy.
mist
like
breeding.
Muichiro.
There is a guy named Mui Mui.
No, that's the kind of like the nickname
That's the
Japanese
Okay, I
weird
was
Japanese.
I was I
name.
was about to say I don't think no offense to anyone named Mui Mui, but I don't think anyone named Mui Mui I would ever think to be a cool guy like what you just
Oh,
said.
he's
This guy's so
badass,
cool.
man.
Mui Mui.
Yeah, man, he just goes misbreeding technique, whatever, and then he just kills people, demons. I mean,
Wait, what did you say? Miss what?
Mist
Missed breathing,
breathing.
not missed breeding. He
I was
didn't
like,
miss
what
any
was the?
breeding.
I was like, that's what I
Breathing.
heard. I was so confused. Like, what is misbreeding?
Misbreeding. Misbreeding form what?
Oh my god.
Mis
I was
misbreeding.
like, that sounded a bit sketchy, Kelvin, and then
yeah, I know, right? Now that I heard it. No.
Misbreeding.
Anyway, go on.
All right, yeah. How much you give it go? 4 out of 5? 4.5?
4.5 out of 5.
4.5. All right. That was good. It's really
Before
fun.
I talk about the second thing I watched, um, Fred has a question. Why are my curtains open at night and Ariq's closed?
Open my curtains.
Can you even
That's what
wait
I think
wait?
now.
No, more
Hang on.
importantly, Ariq, can you open your window?
I think
I can open the window, but not the
Because I remember
curtains.
it's just a massive like glass pane, right?
Look, I'm gonna get
I think
lost in
there were
this, okay?
hinges,
Hang on. We'll be right back.
but I think
Okay.
Tago's window is just open right now
Yeah,
because he
my
wants a cool
window is
air.
open because I want a bit of like cool air coming in.
I don't
So
have curtains, but I have shades, and my shades is like open. You can tell the lights right now.
I don't have curtains. It's just paper that I
It
sellotape to
just
my
fell
window.
off his bed.
Ow! I really hurt
We
myself.
doing some physical comedy here on a podcast.
On an audio platform. Yeah.
oh,
Or my
That's how
guitar.
advanced we are here.
It is a loud bang that just happened.
This
I
is
dropped
why
my
we
guitar. I
this
dropped
is
my
why we
guitar.
recommend you watch video format.
Okay, go on. Go on with the
I
whatever
don't
we
think
were
Arik
doing.
even plays the guitar.
I was practicing anyway. Go on.
Okay.
Okay, go on.
All
Go
right,
on with the show.
who's next? Who's next?
One more thing, like just before this, I was watching with Arik, the Grand Tour, a Scandinavian flick, no, Scandi
We
flick.
count that. It was a documentary.
Yeah, but the only reason I said it's half weave is because like there were two Japanese cars. But
Oh, is that
Okay.
what you mean? Well, being
yeah, 5 out of 5.
5 out of 5 Grand Tour.
Alright.
Grand Tour 5 out of 5.
Alright. Gran Tour is fun. I think.
Mhm.
I have never watched it.
I didn't know they have a new season. So
They actually
Well,
Alright.
just released. Apparently, they just released a new episode like a few months ago.
won't get
Oh.
any new ones because Jeremy is cancelled. So
yeah, that's what I heard.
Again.
When is he never canceled? That's the real question, right?
actually, yeah, that's true. You're right.
Okay, who got next?
Alright.
Who's weekly
Not
Moving
you
watching?
again.
on to me.
Oh yeah, Elvin.
Yeah, moving on to me. I have a movie that I think Albert will enjoy.
Okay.
This
Let's
is the
see.
first time I heard of BBC films. Yeah.
There's a
So
BBC
they
films. Okay.
The
apparently
British
so.
Broadcasting Company.
Yeah, films. They released a movie titled Scrapper, and it's really cute. It's one of those what you call that? basically a kid reconnecting with her dad, kind of deal. It's very wholesome. It's very cute. Yeah, and the guys, I think he played in the Triangle of Sadness. Harris Dickinson, that's his name.
That guy. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, that dude. He's in here, and he looks like Slim Shady in the movie.
It looks like Slim Shady.
Like the
No,
like
he
the like
painted
the up
his hair. The top is like white. You know.
like the upcoming protagonist from the new Hunger Games film. Eminem
Yeah,
himself.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, he looks like he looks like that.
It's
Yeah.
not played
Well,
by him,
yeah.
but yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, this movie it's short. It's only 84 minutes with credits and opening, and so it's pretty short. But yeah, it's just a very cute, wholesome movie. Basically like this girl, she's a 12-year-old. Her mom died, so it's like we kind of follow her in a way. As she goes through the grieving process, type of deal. And then she lives alone because she lied to the social services that, oh, I'm living with my uncle, but there's no uncle. She was just living alone, so she steal bikes and stuff to get by. And then like suddenly out of nowhere, her dad appears, the Harris Dickinson guy, and that the dad has been like gone all this time, and this is the first time he showed up, type of deal. And there's you can feel it, like they want to connect but they just don't know how to do it, type of deal. Yeah. And in the end, when in some moments, when they finally bond, they do some bonding activities, they're like laughing about, it becomes really cute and wholesome. It's pretty much that. Yeah. um yeah, it's pretty sad, I guess. I think at some points as well, when like what's the name, the kid played by Lola Campbell. I think is this her debut in movie? It is, and she's great in it. Yeah, she played the character really well. Pretty much that.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. What was I gonna say? Oh, basically, like there was this message that the mom, before she passed away, sent to the father, kind of like telling, oh, like, please come back, blah blah blah. I only have a few months to live. I don't want her to live alone. Something like that. I'm like, damn, that's pretty sad. Yeah. But yeah, anyway, overall, wholesome movie. And the ending just makes me kind of like, feels good. Yeah, there's that. So that's Scrapper. I give it a 4 out of 5. Definitely recommend it. I don't think many people know about this
I'll
movie.
add this to my watch list.
Yeah. You interested in the premise? Kind of?
Could be interesting. The fact that you say feel good makes me like, yeah, I'll check it out. I'll give it a try. But yeah, I've never
Alright,
heard of it.
alright,
So
yeah. Yeah, there you go. That's Scrapper. Definitely recommend, unlike Ariq's movie. Alright, Albert, do you have other movies?
I have a lot actually, and
I have 3
the
more.
the first one that I want to talk about first before Calvin forced me to talk about TMNT was actually not a movie. It's a TV show, because I've been teasing about this show that I've been watching for a couple of weeks and I haven't finished, but I finally finished it. I finished the live action One Piece season 1, and it is good.
Damn.
I'll give you this. Why do you say damn? Because it took me so long to finish it.
Oh no, because you watched the live action anime.
Oh, because it's good. Here's the thing: was there moments where I was like, this isn't great. I'm not that interested. Yes, there are definitely moments like that. But every time something like that happens, either an exciting moment happen or a very emotional arc happen that makes me like, oh, this is interesting. I am back in. I want to see what happens. So like, yes, there are down moments, but every time there's always something that hooked me right back in. And yeah, this show is fun. This show is a lot of fun. And I think the greatest part of this is that the cast. I've never seen a full episode of One Piece before. I've seen clips of the show. I'm very familiar with the characters because obviously they're pop culture and everything. But even though I've never seen it, I feel like the cast really embodies all the character really, really well. Like the lead who plays Luffy is incredible. Emily Rudd, who plays Nami, is fantastic. I think she might be like one of my favorites in terms of performances and her story arc. Like Usopp is great, Zoro is great, Sanji is great. Like everyone, all the main cast, all the main five is fantastic. Like they really embodies the character really really well. Not just like in terms of characterization, but also physically as well in terms of the action sequences. And like the villains too are like really really good, and the villains also not are just not like one note. They should have an arc. And considering there's only, I think it's only 8 episodes, or is it 6? I think it's 8 episodes, only 8 episodes, but there are like
Oh, shit.
multiple villains already on the show, and they already established so many lore right off the back. And it somehow just works so well in this 8 episodes. Like I know the backstory to all five of the main characters, and there's an emotional beat to all five of the main characters. And the villains, I also understand kind of where they're coming from, and everything like that. So it's like all super exciting, and I think it's all is really fleshed out. And unlike most anime adaptation, where they might be shy away from the anime aspect of it, they really, really capitalize on it. Like the action sequences are super anime like. Like you know how in anime sometimes they say their trademark, they say their what they're gonna do. They say like a yell or something, and then they do it. They literally do it in this one as well. And then like all the sequences are like insane, super anime esque. Like it's bring to life the insanity of everything and the flashbacks and everything. So yeah, it's really well done. I really enjoy this, and I'm excited to see season 2.
Here's the thing though, with I watch a bit of the clips, right? I didn't watch the full show or anything. I heard it's good, but it's like I still cannot with the I still just find it rather cringe every time. Like I know it's good, like it looks good, but every time they say lines from like an anime line and sing it in live action, my mind still cannot around it,
When
you know?
Luffy says like
And I
Gamu Gamu.
Gomu,
yeah,
something.
and I think
Yeah,
I think that's the
just
part.
cannot.
I think that's the part that I like because it's the part of like, oh, that's the anime that they actually bringing into this. They're not taking it super seriously and realistic. They're going ham with it, and I think that's the part that I like. So I think that's why it works for me.
Kelvin finds it cringe.
Yeah,
Yeah, I just cannot when they say all the magic stuff or like with the super move that they're gonna do before they actually do it.
fair.
I don't know
Because that's
why,
not a
but
thing.
in
That's
anime
not really
it
a
feels
thing.
natural in an animated form.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
Also, I don't know what the budget is, but it looks good. Like the special effects with the elasticity, the prosthetic and makeup of all the pirates, the fishmen, the
Let me see.
landscape, the background, ship itself, and everything. It just looks really, really well done. So yeah, must be a
Let's
pretty
see.
good budget.
Live action One Piece budget. 264 million
Okay.
per episode.
Oh wow, that's big. I mean, it
Huge.
makes sense. It
$18
makes
million
sense.
dollar
It
per
looks
episode.
it looks really good, and they have a big cast too. So
Yeah.
that's fair.
$18 million per episode according to Collider.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But
There
yeah, I
you
mean,
go.
I rather see anime adaptation like this more than Dragon Ball Evolution, where they
Yeah.
completely shy away from every anime aspect. So yeah, there you go.
The good thing about the One Piece live action one is because the actual creator actually gets involved
Yeah, that's what
in
I
it
heard.
a lot. Yeah. I think that's partly what makes it really good. Yeah. They got the direction from the actual guy.
I think
Yeah.
my
All right.
issue is the reason I
What?
haven't checked this out is because of like if I get into it, which I probably will, I'll be like them. I got to watch more, and I'll just try to
Go
keep
to
up
the
with
anime.
the actual anime, right? And there's like how many thousand episodes? I have to
I'm
binge
See,
a lot.
I'm gonna read that boy.
I have a good
Yeah.
restraint, which I think I'm gonna be okay with it. So yeah, but I cannot say for you. Can say the
Yeah,
same
that's
for
the
you.
problem. Yeah, and not to mention it's gonna be a bit weird as well. Cause like it ends. I'm pretty sure season 1 of the live action ends like at like maybe season
It's
I've
40
no
chapters
idea.
of the manga.
40 chapters.
Really?
Basically, I have to
Yeah.
find where
Damn.
the 40th chapter ends
From what I
in
heard at
the
least.
anime. So like
Yeah.
yeah.
So assuming per season is 40 episode, how many season will there be?
I don't know.
How many chapters is it right now?
I
Let's
don't know
see.
how many chapters. Yeah, how many chapters has there
One
been?
Piece, One Piece manga latest chapter. What is that? 1097. Let's divide that with 40.
We're doing nonsensical mathematics, guys. Bear with us.
Divided. So
Calculate the hypotenuse.
1097 divided by 40, that equals to 28 seasons.
Wow.
Wow.
And it's not even done yet.
Albert,
The manga.
Albert, you're muted. You're saying things.
Oh, there's no way they're gonna do 28 seasons of the live action.
Yeah, right.
28 seasons. There you go. Look out for the next 27. Alright, Ariq, you have another movie?
Another one. I mean, I actually watched like 5 movies this week, but
You're gonna should we
And I do not
speedrun this or
recommend.
no?
We
I'll
should, I
speedrun the
guess.
rest. No, I'll
Yeah,
speedrun the
sure.
rest. I'll speedrun. I mean, I'll talk about this one, but Kelvin has talked about it a long time ago.
Okay.
Watch Hardcore Henry.
Oh, I haven't watched that actually.
You
I've
have.
only
You-
I've
you
never
No,
seen
I
it.
haven't.
I've only,
watched
I've
it?
only heard
Really?
it.
No, that's my brother that watched it.
Oh,
Not
your
me.
brother watched it. God damn it! I thought it was you. Okay, sorry. Okay, Kelvin's brother has watched it, guys. Never mind. Mistakes were made. Anyway, Hardcore Henry. It's that thing was like the most. Kelvin did first show me though what it was. I think he showed me the trailer. Basically, it's an action film that's shot completely in
First person.
not like
First person,
seamless
right?
though. There's cuts in it, but it's
Okay.
yeah,
Hmm.
kind of looks like yeah. I mean, as you would guess, kind of like playing a video game but with real life graphics. I think like the whole movie is like a trope of like typical shooter games where you have a silent protagonist. He doesn't say a word but kind of goes around shoot people.
Yeah.
Basically, that's what it is. The whole movie is I can't even remember what the plot is, but to be honest, it's not probably the first movie where you can finally just sit down and watch and have fun. Genuinely fun
Oh,
film
man.
to watch.
I'm not sure if Ariq is actually not saying stuff in the middle or that's his mic
Oh,
cutting in and out.
but definitely my mic. That's definitely my mic. What part did I
No,
miss?
I'd like to imagine that Ariq is just purposefully, and then he continues, and then he just like I am not. He doesn't say
Yeah.
anything.
We really need to have a Kickstarter for Ariq.
For a mic.
Dude, no, I just don't trust Logitech anymore. Oh, slander against a company.
All right. Yeah. I heard
Yeah.
it's a lot of like the action is really good, basically,
Oh, yeah,
and the
no.
story is just I mean it's most like basic as
I mean,
plot.
yeah, I think we've seen a lot of call it
the plot.
the clips, Kel. Like no, the clips of like the action scenes and all that. It's like as you expect. It's like a first person shooter game.
Okay.
Like quite a lot of gore in it. Like I said, very fun film. Very
Oh yeah.
trying to watch it for the story. I don't know why. You guys are just weird. Better than my
What?
mic quality. God damn it.
Bottom line is Hardcore Henry, very good action.
yes.
Don't go in for the plot.
yes. What he said.
Bottom line.
All
I
right.
need to fix. Do I need to fix my mic? Hang on. I
Alright,
don't even know how.
Alright.
Oh,
I'll
oops.
Teguh, you have another one?
No,
No?
that was only
Oops.
those the two.
Oops.
Okay,
Oops.
I'll
No,
talk
no.
about one more and I'll just
I'll speedrun mine as
run
well.
the other.
Hello.
So this one I found I think it's an Argentinian movie. Yeah.
Oh, what?
It's an Argentinian movie titled When Evil Lurks.
Hmm.
Yeah. Another horror. I give this one a 4 out of 5. I really enjoyed it. Mainly because the first thing that caught my eyes was the poster. I thought the poster looked really cool. The one in Letterbox is just the poster of like a red background of a silhouette. That's not the poster I saw. I saw a different poster with like a finger cutting the ground or something like that, and it looks cooler. But basically, when evil lurks, this movie, the visuals, man, they are grotesque. Like Albert, you would be puking if you're eating while watching this, probably. Yeah. There are moments where like someone is eating a brain, a dog just casually biting into a child face, and then what else is there? Yeah, and then there's that like I think at the opening scene there's this guy named Uriel who's just like really bloated with like uh what you call that? there's like yellow ooze coming out from the mouth from like the wounds type of deal. I'm like, ugh. Yeah, not something you want to eat while watching.
Okay. Sorry, I was laughing because first your comment and Ariq just pull out his whole microphone out of his headset. I was like, what the? Did Ariq
Yeah.
break his headset, his microphone? He just
No, I
pulls the whole
changed.
thing.
It's
I think I
detachable.
changed. No, I think I changed to the camera audio. Can you guys hear me still?
I can hear you.
Oh.
It's
I
a
can
bit
hear you.
different,
It's
but I
it's
can
slightly
hear you.
worse,
Like-
but I can hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. It's worse, but it's not gonna like that. It's not
Yeah.
gonna be like that.
Yeah, at least it doesn't cut off.
Yeah.
So
So I just ripped this thing out.
I'll take it.
Yeah, sure.
Keep going.
Uh,
Keep going, okay.
But yeah, basically this movie is that what I like about it is that, man, the protagonist that we follow, his name is Pedro. First of all, I already like the name Pedro.
Yeah,
Alright.
And
Pedro
then
Pascal,
throughout the
yeah.
movie, he's just a normal dude living in the countryside, so he's doing a lot of he makes a lot of bad decisions, I guess. I'll say that. And then he makes a lot of bad decisions, a lot of the basically we are following a protagonist that, and this time we didn't get a happy ending for him type of deal. And kind of like the possession and such just kind of, I guess, spreads now. Yeah, he basically wanted to stop the possession from like spreading, but then from all the actions he did, he killed his whole family. He killed his mom. I think he killed his accidentally killed the what's the name, his son as well. You know, all those stuff. It's pretty sad, but then like what's it called that? It's pretty unique for a horror. Everything is just shot really well. It's quite the slow burn. Yeah.
Hmm.
So it's quite the slow burn. It's pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much that, I guess. 4 out of 5 for that one.
Dope.
Alright. Albert, you want to do speed round? Ariq as well, I guess.
Yeah, I can speed around mine. Watch Five Nights at Freddy's, like what Kelvin said the other week. It's not scary at all. It's not scary at all. There is barely any jump scares. It's a very much like introduction to horror. Like if you're not good with horror, watch this. Maybe you'll like horror because it's barely scary at all. It's not, and it's very mid. I gave it 5 stars. I watched Final Destination like
Which
a
one?
couple weeks ago. I forgot to log it, so I just log it this week, and it's stupid fun. So 3 out of 5 stars. Rewatch Halloween for Halloween, fun time, 5 out of 5 stars. And I rewatched Scream 3 once again. I still think it's the weakest out of the whole thing. Still pretty good. There are some stuff that I like about the Hollywood stuff, but the reveal of the killer is still the weakest. So yeah, not the greatest. 3 out of 5 stars. There you go.
Very
Just
good.
like speed run.
Okay. Ariq,
Alright.
what's your speed run?
All right, my speed run. You're not gonna hear. You're gonna hear like half of this. Okay. Five Nights at Freddy's. Mid.
Okay.
3 out of 5. Wasn't into it, man. I'd actually give it
Yeah.
2.5, but I don't know. It wasn't bad. What was the other thing? What, Cocaine Bear? Dumb Fun. 3 out of 5. And Expendables. 1 out of 5. Worst movie I've ever watched.
Damn, it's that bad.
It's worse than Monster Hunter, Kelvin.
Wow.
Damn.
Worse than Monster Hunter.
Wow.
Damn.
It's
That's
worse
bad.
than Monster
That is
Hunter.
saying something.
Expendables? Oh my god, no.
The Megan Fox Jason Statham scene doesn't do much.
No. No, that's the
No?
worst. That's
Alright.
one of, no, that's not the worst. It's okay. I think the only good thing was the Asian girl. I forgot what her name was. But she was good looking. Yeah, that's it. That's it. It's terrible.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Well, what did you give
what-
Expendables? You watched it before I
no,
did.
I didn't
Huh?
watch it.
You did.
No,
Which one did you watch?
I watch Exorcist, Believer.
But
The-
you did watch
The
Expendables. You're the one who's
options were Expandables 4 or Exorcist.
Oh.
And then I'm like, I'd want to watch that Jason Tatum and Megan Fox scene with my mom, so I choose Exorcist.
Oh, fair enough. Well, there's a lot bigger concerns than just that scene. Like just the whole film basically is a concern. But oh well. Oh well.
All right. Yeah. I'll go through my list now. I guess also of the was it When Evil Lurks and Scrapper. I also watched the 2000. What year was that movie? 2009, I believe. It's
Yeah.
not loading. God damn it. 2008. Igor. I think that's how you say it. You know.
Igor.
Oh, I
Yeah.
know.
It's
Yeah,
not
I know.
good. It's not a good movie by any means, but I give it a 4 out of 5 because it holds a special place in my heart. Yeah. And another one I watched another horror titled Sister Death. Yeah. It's apparently a prequel to what you call that? Veronica. You know that horror movie?
Oh, no, I've never heard of Veronica. Am I supposed to
I
know what
think
Really?
Veronica is?
I
It's
don't
one
remember.
it's one of the people considered to be one of the scariest horror movie, in the top 10 and such sometimes.
I've never heard of Veronica. When you say
Well,
Veronica, all I think of Archie Comics, Riverdale.
I don't even know what that is.
I understand. I understood that logic. I logic reference. I
It's the
understood that
most famous
reference.
Veronica I can think of.
I
But yeah,
understood
pretty much that.
reference, yeah.
Sister Left, it's pretty good. I give it 3.5 out of 5. Yeah.
Hmm.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty much that, I guess.
Dope.
Yeah.
So that's
So
the end for
that's
everyone for weekly watches.
Yep.
All right. So
Yep.
let's go. Let's go to the main meat of the show then. Today we are talking about our movie theater experiences. We wanted to do this for Spooktober because it's like, oh, scary, bad stuff that happens, but like it doesn't really fit. So let's do it in Nonsense November. We'll be telling stories of our worst movie theater experiences. I think we'll start with that. Maybe we can sprinkle in of like, oh, some good movie experience. But yeah, we want to share sorts of our worst ones. So yeah, just for some fun time. Anyone who wanna start? Who wanna start and talking about their crazy movie theater experiences?
Actually, wait. No, before we start, I doubt I have a lot of experiences, so I hope the comments can also chime in if you guys have terrible movie experiences. We would like to know. Be part of the nonsense, you know?
Yeah, no, not why not?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
So yeah, anyone wants to start their story?
I mean, the most famous one for me, the one I remember the most, Ariq knows this as well, is when we watched
Oh, I
Alien
was there,
Covenant.
yeah.
Is it
Tell the
Covenant?
full story.
What film?
Alien. Is it Covenant?
Alien Covenant.
the one,
Yeah,
the one where
2017.
the one where he kissed himself, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fassbender
yeah. That,
making
When
out with
when,
Fassbender
Mike,
himself.
kissed
Yeah,
when,
that's
himself,
the
when
yeah.
movie.
when Michael Fassbender make love to himself, yes.
Mhm.
Wait, by the way, Fatla Movies and Mr. Blue Bolt just now asked, can we ask random questions this whole month? Yeah, go ahead. I guess in the chat, just ask anything.
I don't. I'm kind of
Ask
concerned, but
anything.
I'm kind of concerned about what they mean by too
I'm
much
concerned,
nonsense.
but like I want to see it. though.
Yeah,
I'm
ask
still
anything.
curious.
We can filter out, guys.
Can we?
Oh yeah, we can.
Teguh. Teguh nggak boleh. Okay, but go on, Kelvin.
But yeah, basically it's just, one of those things, Alien Covenant. This is the first time I watch anything from the Alien franchise. So I'm like, okay, I want to know what the Xenomorphs are like. Yeah, so since they're like such a big shot type of deal in the horror world or in the thriller world, you know, action world, I guess. So we watched that. I'm like, the movie's it's alright, but the basically me and Arik was watching this. There was a bunch of we were high schoolers, I guess, as well. There was a
Yeah,
bunch
yeah.
of other high schoolers in this theaters as well. And then throughout the movie, they're like talking with each other, making jokes and stuff like that. And then at one point, they're like laughing so hard when one of them make a joke. Like I think in that movie, Fassbender kind of like met with this guy who is kind of his creator, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then like
Yeah, kind of.
yeah, something like that. And then like those high school were like laughing so hard at the joke they make. It's like, "Oh, I'm your father," like, and they're like, I'm like,
Hmm.
God damn it! I got pissed at that one, so I threw popcorns at them.
Popcorn.
Yeah.
No, no, you didn't throw anything. You wanted to, but I was like, okay, let's just get
No, I
out.
think I threw like 2 or 3 of them.
Oh, I think you meant like the whole like
No, I didn't throw the whole popcorn. I want to eat them.
it's a waste of money.
Waste of money.
Yeah, I
Can't have
took a
that.
few, throw at them, and then it seems like they get the message after that. For a bit at least. They didn't talk as loud. Yeah, pretty much that, I think. The one I
Yeah.
remember the most.
I
Yeah.
just
So
I keep
it's
forgetting.
so,
Yeah, I keep
so it's like
referencing that
it
often.
was just
Yeah.
it was just like a bad crowd, really.
It's
Yeah,
just
a
a bad
bad
crowd. It's just that bad corner of the room.
That corner of the room. Yeah.
Yeah, you know. Yeah, pretty much that. That's the one I remember the most. Uh, yeah. No.
Okay.
Very nice.
I mean, so aside from throwing popcorn to the people, did you do anything else to them?
I don't know. I have stuff that I want to do in my mind, but I'm like, whoa, let's not go there.
I think Kelvin told me like
What do you have? What do you have in your
no,
mind?
no. I think Kelvin like I think Kelvin was like I think he said like he wanted to like just like approach them and like just yell at them after the movie was done and all that. But then we just kind of like left because we were like, why
Wait, yeah.
bother?
So you're watching together. Did you do anything, Ariq, or no?
No, I didn't. To be honest, I didn't really hear them that clearly anyway because they were further from me. Kelvin's like here,
Okay.
they're over
Okay.
there.
Yeah, I'm on the aisle seat, next to the stairs, and then they're like right
They were closer to
on
Kelvin. No,
on
I was
my
near the aisle, dude.
right. No, I was on the near the aisle.
Oh, like the point is they were closer to you, so you
Yeah.
heard them more. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much that.
Fair. Yeah, I can like comment on this because I have a similar experience of like a bad crowd sort of, and like okay, how old do you think they are when these annoying people? Is like kids or teens or?
Pretty sure
were-
they're our age.
No, they were
Okay, our
probably like
age.
a year or two younger, maybe. Not much.
Yeah,
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 basically our age,
around
not much,
our age.
around our age. Yeah, not much younger. Yeah.
No, that's fair. Because when this is back in Indiana when I was in Purdue, I was watching the first and this was the first ever. This is the first ever horror movie that I see in the big screen, like straight up horror that I've seen in the big screen. Because I wasn't a big horror prior, and so I was like, okay, let's brave myself, let's watch it. And then in front of me is a bunch of I think teenagers. I'm pretty sure they're much younger than I am, and then me and my friends are watching, and they're like, those kids, they're trying to be so cool and everything. They're commentating on every single. They're like, oh my god, look at that! I bet he's gonna do this. Oh, that's so funny. Blah blah blah. They kind of they're just chatting with each other up, and you can hear them. They're trying to be cool, like like those kind of stuff, right?
Mhm.
And it's so like I eventually got annoyed with them. I'm like, God, for God's sake, just shut up! Like, stop talking. You're literally right in front of me. I can hear every word you said. They're mentioning like, oh, I bet there's gonna be a jump scare here. Oh no, you're gonna cry. You're gonna piss your pants. Blah blah. And then I'm not the only one who's pissed because there are other people in the theater who also hear them, and they were like, oh man, yo kids, shut up. Blah blah blah. And then they shut up for a bit, and they continue to do
Yeah,
it
they
again
talk.
eventually. And then like so at one point, I literally got like kind of pissed. I was like, okay, this is really upsetting. Have you all seen it at the It films?
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
I saw it in theaters. Yeah.
Teguh
No,
haven't.
but yeah.
Oh,
I don't
not
care.
Teguh, but-
Go on.
Yeah.
There's a particular scene in the movie with a film projector.
Mm.
And again,
Ah,
this
we
is the
know
first time I watched it. I haven't seen it, but with the way that scene was shot, I can tell there was gonna be a jump scare, right? With the film projector. So like, even though I've never seen it, I'm like, oh, a jump scare is coming, and I know this jump scare is coming. So what I literally did was, as I was getting ready for the jump scare, in my brain, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try to time this perfectly. So as the jump scare happens, I have a whole bucket of popcorn. I was like, as the jump scare happens, I'm like, oh! I toss a bunch of popcorns to them, and they were like, oh man! I'm like, and I don't commentate at all, and they stopped talking ever since. They didn't commentate on the movie ever since then. They're just dead silence
Damn.
after I spill popcorn all over them. So that's a trick to silence them. Just throw popcorns at them, literally.
Man, popcorns are expensive, and the cinemas one.
Yeah.
I get
man.
refills, man. Let's go.
Oh, he got no, I forgot. Yeah,
You got
refills, yeah.
refills, yeah.
Is that not
Okay,
a
fair
thing in
enough.
Japan as well? Is refills not a thing?
No, they're
No.
expensive as hell.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. And I wasn't gonna finish my popcorn anyway. There's a big lot of popcorn. I was like, I just spill it, and they stopped talking, and I was like, oh, oops. I just say oops to them. I was like, there's gonna be a jump scare. Let's try to just like to annoy them. I didn't thought it would stop them, but I just want to like annoy them too. I just want to annoy them back, right? So that's what I did. So yeah,
Just tell me you get like a butter popcorn.
Ooh.
That would be
don't
more
remember.
fun.
I don't remember if it was butter
That would be
popcorn
so
or not.
that would be so greasy. That's so nasty.
Yeah, you know, you get the butter popcorn, then you ask them to fill in more butter on it.
I don't know why.
And
Can you
serve
imagine how
that
funny
one.
it? No, can you imagine how funny it is if Albert mistimed it? Like it's
do,
before the gesture. and he just
do I
threw
do
the
it early or
popcorn.
too late?
Oh,
Too early?
either way, it's. I think if it's too early, it's. I think if it's too late, it's dumber. No, not gonna lie. It's like it just ended, and then you're like, oh,
Ah!
Late reaction.
yeah. I think that's a lot more stupid.
Like
than
everyone's
you-
already scared. Oh no!
Yeah.
Then-
And Albert's just like, oh no.
It's like I have a bad ping.
Yeah, you have that thing.
Typing. Damn.
But you know the best part of that is not only to silence them, but like my friends around me, they're sort of like they're kind of like the proud dad. I'm like, I'm proud of you for doing that.
Job,
Okay,
good
well
job.
done, sir. Like, yeah, they just pat my back. I'm like, good job. I'm like, yeah. So yeah, but yeah, fun. That's one of my experiences of like with a bad crowd with just like kids and teenagers.
Fair.
Fair. Yeah.
But I just want to
alright.
bring this up quickly from Slur Machine. I once threw a pretzel bite. Isn't that like those big pretzel bread kind of things?
A pretzel bite is like the small ones. That's like
Oh, the
sausage,
small ones.
like the
Oh,
thumb
okay.
size,
Pretzels.
bite
Oh,
size. Yeah,
okay.
doing it.
Oh, never
If you
mind.
throw
I
a
thought it
whole
was like-
pretzel,
I thought it's a whole
Yeah, like-
pretzel. That's the thing.
That's like
Yeah, a whole pretzel would be pretty big.
no, but that's
That was
such a
really
power
funny,
move,
though.
though. Imagine throwing that expensive thing at someone. Imagine someone
Oh
throwing
my
a whole
God.
hot dog.
Bite, then you're like, "Oh," throw it away.
Shut up.
Chuck it
What
at
is
someone.
what is the most effective? What is the most effective movie theater food to throw at someone to silence them?
The Coke, the Coke, the drink.
Coke.
A drink? Okay, a drink is
That's
obvious, but
too
like
hot
let's
dog.
not go with drink.
It's too
Yeah,
far.
that's
It's
too
too
messy.
far.
Wait,
That's- that's
a
too
hot
messy.
dog? Do you throw it do you throw the hot dog as a full piece? Do you throw it individually, like the bun and the dog?
Like you think it's the
Depends,
one
depends,
person
Or
you
just
cut
one or the
hot
just
dog
one
and
or
throw
the
it
one or
by
the other?
If you only need to target one person, you know, then I'd say
Imagine
just
how-
the entire hot dog is enough. But
No,
you know, if
imagine
you
the whole
got
sausage
hit
pelted at
multiple
you.
people,
We have
Imagine the
to,
whole
we have
sausage
to
pelted
find,
at you. Just
we have to find the most cost-effective food
What
to
is the
throw
most
at
co-
people.
if we're talking about
Well,
cost
the cost effective
effective,
is
then
popcorn, obviously.
it's definitely
Oh,
popcorn.
in
It's
US, I
easy.
guess.
Yeah, in the
Because
US.
it's
I don't know.
refill.
Oh, in here it's still popcorn, because like
Still
you can still
popcorn,
throw
okay.
like half.
the price
Yeah,
to
that's true. That's true.
ratio.
You can still
know?
you can still throw like half the container of popcorn. That's a lot to annoy someone,
Yeah.
but you still have half
Yeah,
to
yeah,
eat
yeah.
it, right? So. Mm.
But it wouldn't.
But yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. But butter popcorn would be the best to make it extra oily. Oily,
Throw
greasy.
away like the nachos. You know, there's this cheese sauce.
You know how hard it is to throw the cheese sauce,
Mr.
especially if it's
Brubold
the-
said. Imagine throwing a whole
throwing a
chicken wing.
wing.
That is also a power move, but that is
just the bone,
insane.
though.
Imagine
Or
throwing
just
a
the
whole
bone, you
wing.
eat it first, then you throw the bones.
That's vile. That's vile.
The best
Yeah,
way
the
to get
bones-
away with this, is if you're watching a 3D movie. So if you throw it, it's not as part of the experience. Like, oh god, what the hell? That's so real.
They think it's- oh my god.
You know, they think it's 4D. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll admit I've never thrown food at people in the theaters, but of
Oh, you
course the
shouldn't.
thought has. I
You
mean,
shouldn't.
you should. You're right, but the thought has crossed my mind, several times.
I mean, that's
Obviously.
fair.
Yeah.
But actually, yeah, no, I do. I don't necessarily have like a bad experience, but like I think there's this one time where it could have been a terrible experience. It could have been terrible, but it wasn't because we were late to the theater. So basically, right, I was watching with my friends and my girlfriend. We were watching a Super Mario movie, the Super Mario Bros movie, yeah. But we came there a bit late, right? So we sat a bit up front, but then we realized just how lucky we are because it's a kids movie. It's a kids movie. But the thing about kids movie is there's kids. in the theaters. Right.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Uh-huh.
but
That
I was
checks
sitting up
out.
front. Yeah, right. But I was sitting up front, right? But I can hear from the back throughout the whole film. There's like a constant echoes of kids screaming and laughing and just running around. You can hear them running up the stairs and everything. And I was like, imagine if we came here like a bit earlier, 10, 20 minutes earlier, and we sat near the middle. That's going to be constantly of just kids shouting like, "Oh," just like
It'd be
running around
worse. It'd
everywhere.
be
Oh my
worse. Yeah.
God, it's Mario.
Yeah, I don't think they were even talking about the film still. I think they don't really care. They just want to run around in the theater, and the parents they can't be bothered to care either. They're just like, okay, whatever, let the kids have fun. So because we're at the front, we were okay, because all the noises back there and they were kind of faint.
Mm.
But imagine if we came there a bit earlier, we sat in the middle. Oh my god, that would have been horrible.
That would be annoying. Yeah.
But like that was like a close shave, I guess. But like, yeah, I can't imagine. I think I would have just left the theater. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Man,
Jen?
basically, like kids is not most of like 90% of the time. It's not gonna be a good time when the theater is full of kids.
Basically, right?
I
Yeah.
feel like, yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I feel like teenagers are worse than kids. Like
They're a
not
bit more.
like the younger end of the younger
Mm.
teenagers. Like I feel like because they are again like with the it crowd. I think they're trying to be cool and they're like, oh yeah, we're just gonna make fun of the movie. We're cool, just gonna hang out, blah blah blah. And it gets annoying, and they're
Yeah,
doing it
yeah,
on
yeah.
purpose. Instead of like the kids, they're probably just like
They're just
it
excited.
might
They're
be
just- they're just
it might be
kids.
purposeful, but they're kids. But like the teenagers, like they're doing it on purpose
You
to
know what?
annoy
Yeah,
people.
that's
kind of
true.
thing.
That's true.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, the kids are just
Uh,
kids, I guess.
Mm.
Yeah.
How about you, Teguh? Do you have like a specific
Teguh
terrible
lives in Japan.
experience?
Everyone is too respectful
Everyone.
there.
Yeah, that's fine.
No, my bad
Curiosity, that's
experience.
fine.
My bad experience was, I think it was
Yeah, too.
was it like Endgame? Yeah, it was Endgame, right?
the good,
Everyone
the
was
good
like,
was
oh,
better.
standing ovation and everything, right? In like Avengers assemble. You know what was the biggest response I got from the theater? Yeah, the person next to me is like, oh.
That's it.
That was the biggest response. Oh.
Contrast that with my experience where Avengers Assemble. Everyone like was like,
But-
"Oh my god!" Some people
Like-
started
like,
crying and
I've
clapping,
seen-
and then it was like, "Oh,
Like I've seen like the reels and shit, like people like yeah, and like Japan. Oh.
Yeah, I think I remember like
It's
your
like going-
experiences. Albert's and Kelvin's were like really good. They had like
Like-
lots of cheering people saying like "Be Bombay," and then Teguh's just like,
to go internally want to yell, but it's like,
Yeah,
"God damn it,
I
cannot be
was
the only
like
one."
internally, I was like so hyped, like, yeah. But then no one was screaming. I was like, oh, so I'm like, well, now what? Oh, and then, no, it happened again. No, the exact same thing happened again when I watched Spider-Man.
No Way Home?
Okay.
You know the scene when like
"No Way Home," right?
was it like what's his name? What's the actor's name?
Oh, Tobey
Tobey
Maguire.
Maguire.
Yeah, Tobey Maguire.
Tobey
When Tobey
Maguire.
Maguire like came out, response. Oh.
That's the biggest response they could come up with.
That's the biggest
Oh.
response like ever. Like,
Oh,
like
no,
I
no.
mean, come on, guys. That's why, like, on one hand, like, I'm not a big Taylor Swift fan, but
Yeah.
like, I was kind of curious about what the whole like tour thing is
oh, the
about. But
Eras
then, like,
tour.
yeah, but then like, I just
looks
think
in-
back to that crowd, and I'm like, should I really go? Like,
Albert, can you imagine?
I think
the
I
Eras
think
tour and
crowd would
everyone
just
are
be
just
like,
No. Everyone is just be like, when they're singing like the 22 song, they're just looking at the screen.
See, I'm
Ine.
my experience with the Eras tour is interesting, and I don't think either of them was bad because I watched it twice. The first time around, it was opening weekend, and the crowd was more into it. There were people standing, there were people dancing and clapping. I already told this story. The second time I watched it, it was on a much emptier theater because it was during a weekday. I think there was maybe like 8 to 15 people max in the audience. So there wasn't a lot, and there was no one standing up, but people are like still vibing and like just like in their chairs, not standing up, just sort of like singing along. So it's like it wasn't bad, but it's definitely much more tame than the other one. So like neither of them is bad really. So I think it depends on what crowd you're gonna get to go. Like I think Ariq
Yeah.
sent a video earlier, and I think I also sent it about the
I said it on
Indonesian
IG,
crowd.
yeah.
Yeah,
The
Indonesian
Indonesian
crowd doing
crowd,
it.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, when I watch Endgame, I watch it. I guess most of the theater when I watch it was a bunch of the foreigners, the university students. So I guess that's why it was louder than Tegus, who's watching it with, I'm assuming, middle-aged men.
Okay, see
I was
which one?
watching
Which
it in
one?
I was watching it in Shinjuku, so like yeah, there's like it's a full crowd. Like
Alright,
not full,
alright.
like a mixed crowd.
What is worse, watching something exciting with a dead crowd, or watching something not exciting with a crazy alive crowd?
I would say
More annoying?
the
I don't know.
the dead crowd is less bad.
Yeah.
Okay, let's try. Okay, let's pitch. Okay, so again, Avengers Endgame, like the biggest thing of the world in our generation, and people going crazy. Versus, what's the most generic, basic mid film you could think of?
Quantumania? No.
No, not Quantumania. I'm thinking even like
one of those Red Notice. There you go.
Red Notice, but it's a
That
Netflix
is
thing.
the
That doesn't work.
No, but it is
Okay,
super
fine.
mid. Kelvin
It
brought
is
us- that
super mid.
Right. So,
You-
so
Find something along
so
the lines
imagine-
of that. What's a film
so,
along the lines of that?
Jungle Cruise.
Okay, there you go.
yeah.
Jungle
Okay,
Cruise. Yeah,
okay,
that's super
okay.
So
mid.
imagine Jungle Cruise, but with the Endgame type
Crowd.
crowd, or Endgame with the crowd that Teguh have.
That Teguh got.
Which one is worse?
You know,
I would
which one is worse is that crowd, I think.
What, the
Which
dead
one is
crowd?
that crowd?
you would say dead
Dead.
crowd?
You said
Endgame
dead
with the dead crowd. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Really?
I would rather have the dead crowd.
Oh wait, which one would you rather have, or which one is more not like?
Okay,
Yeah,
which
which
one
one-
would
yeah,
you rather
what-
have? Which one would you rather have?
Which
I would
Would
rather
I
have the
rather
dead crowd.
have? I rather have the Jungle Cruise, but it's hype. So at least it's kind of fun watching it because of the crowd.
Okay,
I
so
don't
you
want
vote
the
for
dead crowd in Endgame.
Okay, so you vote for Jungle Hype. Who votes for Dead Game? Dead Game. Dead End Game.
Wait, which one? Are we voting for the one that is worse or the one that we like more?
Prefer. So we
Prefer. Which one do you
I
prefer?
I would prefer. Oh God, that's so tough.
I'm thinking too. Hang on.
I'm going mid-film crazy
I'm
crowd.
gonna go with. I think I prefer the dead game because even though the crowd is dead, I'm for me at least, I wouldn't give too much of a shit, and I will be like,
Hmm.
if I'm excited, I will be excited on my own. I don't care. I've done that before.
Okay.
I've done that before in Indonesian crowd where literally this is so funny. I don't know if this is Guardians or it might be Multiverse of Madness. I watched this with my mom, and in the whole Indonesian crowd, and then they made an Easter egg. Oh, no, you know what? Okay, I did this twice. I guess Multiverse of Madness and Guardians too. Particularly Guardians too. They tease Adam Warlock at the very end, right? The crowd doesn't know what's going on. I know what Adam Warlock is. I was literally like, "Oh my god, yes!" And then my mom literally like, "Shh, apain sih?" Which it translates to "What are you doing?" Basically. It's like- but I'm like the type of person, like if the crowd is dead and I'm excited, I will do it anyway, and it didn't really bother me because I'm shameless that way. But like if
He's
it's
shameless that way.
if it's a mid film and the crowd is like excited all the time, I'll be like, "Oh my god, this is so annoying. This is insane. Give it a break." So that,
To
at
me,
least
it's
that's
more
for me.
like at least I wouldn't fall asleep.
At least you wouldn't fall asleep. Okay, sure.
Yeah, at least I wouldn't
Wait.
fall asleep and waste my money.
The problem with this what is it like thing you guys
Conundrum.
have brought up, right? It's a bit hard to imagine because like it's possible to imagine a good film but with a dead crowd and a good film with a hype crowd, right? I mean,
Yeah.
when I watched Endgame, it was dead. Nobody cheered because it was mostly parents accompanying their kids. The only time they cheered is when a screen of Fortnite was playing, and I hear a bunch of kids saying, "Fortnite! That's Fortnite!" I just heard that.
Oh,
That's the
God.
biggest hype in my theater when I was playing Endgame, when watching Endgame. But I've never like seen what is like a mid film where people are actually like shouting
Yeah,
and
this
hyping.
is
The only time I can
total fictional scenario.
yeah, like the only time I can imagine that is if it's me and my friends, but then we'll just be the ones being annoying rather than getting annoyed.
Being loud, right?
I guess that I don't know. I guess that being said, I guess prefer. If it has to be these movies, I guess I'll go for Hype Cruise, Hype
You
Jumbo
rather
Yep.
go.
Cruise.
You rather go with Hype Cruise, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
If it's
So
these
split down the
films
middle.
specifically, if it's like
Oh,
just
okay,
these,
okay.
yeah, because Endgame is such a big event, but like, yeah, nobody treated it as such when I was watching. Fortnite, Fortnite.
How
Whoa!
about Tagu?
I want to go.
That Endgame or Hype Cruise?
You've
Yeah,
already
that game.
experienced that game.
I already
Yeah.
said that game. I would rather
Oh,
have
so
That
we're
game?
split then.
The split, the split.
We're split here.
Additional funny story. I mentioned how I was once the person who's like when the only person hype in a movie with the Easter egg kind of thing. I've also been on the opposite end where I watched Spider-Man: No Way Home multiple times in the theaters. One of the times is I think a week after it came out. And the crowd is still a packed crowd, but obviously not the diehards already went, right? So there's like the lesser diehards. And when Matt Murdock come out on screen, Charlie Cox, because not everyone knows Charlie Cox as Matt Murdock Daredevil, but there was one guy in my theater who's like, "Oh!" Like
Oh my
one person says that, and the whole crowd's like, "What the heck?" And I can tell some other person's like whispering, like, "What just happened? What just happened? Who's that?" No one knows why the guy just randomly said, "Whoa!" So it's just so funny to me, and I'm like, "That is hilarious." Good thing I wasn't the one to do that. So yeah.
All right. There was a question from Fred Love Movies a while back just now. Should babies be allowed in theaters? I say
No.
ban them. Yeah, throw them into
What
the
is
abyss.
what is should there be an age limit to go to theaters? Like you have to be. I don't know. I wouldn't
Yeah,
throw it
yeah.
in
Not
the
an
abyss,
infant.
but
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, right, what is the point of bringing a baby to the theater?
Yeah,
I
exactly.
mean,
that's
They don't
they're not gonna
understand.
remember.
It's just lights to them.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
I guess you could
Uh,
make the argument that then like if you if you have a baby, then like what do you do if you can't leave the baby alone, you know? But like
Not
I
to
don't know.
theaters.
That's
Yeah,
kind of
Yeah.
bad.
baby
Use
should.
contraception. Okay, that's just
They should be.
weird.
They should be in a good enough age where they know
Well,
like
it's
at
too
least the
late
etiquette.
though.
Yeah.
It's too late. But you should have used contraception. Oh.
All right.
Yeah, no. I no. Babies into theaters. I don't. Yeah, it's loud. It's bright. I don't think it's
Yeah,
good for
I'm
your
sorry, but
ears.
like for anyone who's becoming a parent soon, I don't know if this it's gonna connect with any of us or our audiences, but anyway. If you're becoming a parent soon, I guess you'll have to give up watching movies in the theater for at least a year, maybe a bit longer.
Unless
Probably a
you
bit
got a
longer.
babysitter.
Yeah,
Unless you
unless
got
you
a
got a
babysitter,
babysitter.
yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you got a
Yeah.
babysitter, you're gonna have to give up watching of films in theaters for some time.
Or you take turns with your significant other.
It's very sad.
Wait, the
Yeah.
baby? Do you need to buy an individual chair for babies? I never thought of that.
I
No,
don't think you do.
I,
No,
I I
right?
don't think so because the
How
mother
is
just
there
holds
is
them normally
how old should the kid be to need to buy their own chair?
when they can
When
stand,
they can sit, I guess.
when they can
But yeah, I
stand and
guess,
walk and sit.
Sit,
Yeah,
sit.
I guess.
that's true. That's true. But I think theaters have an age limit kind of thing. Anyway.
Yeah.
Talking about kids being in theaters, I have a very interesting experience with a bunch of kids in theaters, and these are literal kids. And I tried to look at my letterbox and see what film could this be because I was like, I don't remember what film this is, but I know for a fact it's in Indonesia. I know for a fact I know which cinema it is. It is in it's one of the cinemas near my house back home. It's the Lipo Cinepolis Cinemax.
Ekalos. Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah,
Ekalos?
Ekalos.
police, yeah.
Ekalos, yeah. I know what film it is, and I was like, I watched it alone. That I remember for sure, and I couldn't remember if it was it's between 2017 to the 2018 range because I didn't watch movies on my own 2016 that much. I definitely did 2017, but it was like after I got comfortable watching movies on my own. So I tried looking at the letterbox of like what films could it be, and I kind of narrow it down to 3 films, but I'm not sure because again, these are kids. So my brain was like, this has to be like some kind of family movie, right? And I was like, I definitely watched Ocean's 8 on my own. I definitely did. I don't think people would bring their kids to Ocean's 8. That's just weird, I feel like. And I was like, could it be Teen Titans Go to the Movies? Maybe, but I also don't remember if I watched that in theaters or not. And the last one, which I think might be the case, is Hotel Transylvania 3 Summer Vacation, because I definitely watch it on my own. There is no way my parents would have been interested in watching Hotel Transylvania 3 with me. Um, so I think it might be that one. But anyway, the experience was I watched it on my own, and in the theater, it was just me. I think there was a couple somewhere in the back, and it's a mother, or maybe there is two mothers. I can't remember, and a bunch of kids. Maybe there is 8 kids. I don't know if those are all her kids or she's babysitting or something, but there are a lot
All
of
her
kids.
kids, damn.
I don't know, man. I couldn't tell. I don't remember if it was one mother or two mothers or something, but there was a lot of kids. And throughout the whole film, the kids were running around. Like literally, it's an empty theater. So the kids are literally running around, either jumping on their seats, running around in front, or, and I'm not kidding, running up and down the stairs. Like until they
What?
tired themselves out. And I was like, what the hell is it? I guess I should have expected this from a family film in the middle of the day, and I guess it's empty theater. Like, but it's like insane. I got annoyed by it, obviously, and I'm like,
I mean,
this
I
is
wouldn't expect.
crazy.
I would expect maybe loud kids, but not running around.
I've never seen anything like it since. Like literally running around, running up and down the stairs. The amount of times they run, they're like playing tag in these stairs, man.
They're playing
I swear to God. So
That's a
it
new
might be
level.
Hotel Transylvania 3. I think it might have been, but yeah. Oh my God.
See, now that you remind me, Star Machine brought up a comment, and now it reminds me, right? So here, so Star Machine said, "I once watched a movie and a film like crash halfway, and they have to refund us. So a technical aspect ruining their theater experience." Now I remembered in Ekalos, I was with Albert, and we got our. It wasn't a really a
I was
viewing
gonna, I was
experience.
gonna bring, I was gonna bring
Oh,
this
you're
up.
gonna bring it up? Okay, can I tell the story?
Yeah, go
It's
ahead.
okay, right? Okay, but basically, right? The technical experience has befallen me and Albert. I forgot what we were watching.
I remember. It
Remember,
was,
what
it was
is it?
Deadpool. It was Deadpool 2.
Oh, it was Deadpool 2, right? Okay, so me and
Yeah.
Albert was watching Deadpool 2, and we kind of just like sat there and like we waited for the cinema to play the film, right? And we're like, 10 minutes has passed. I'm like, okay, it's normal for them to be kind of late, right? 15 minutes has passed, or it's still nothing happened, and we just kind of kept sitting there till like 25 minutes. 30 minutes, and then we're
It's-
like, Albert, this is kind of weird. And then Albert's like, okay, let me just talk to the guy. Why
It's-
haven't they
it's
haven't
not-
they like played the film? Yeah.
It's not even they haven't played the film. There was no previews. The screen was just like
Yeah.
blank. They didn't play
It was
previews.
just blank.
Because usually they play previews, right? But there was nothing. It's just
Yeah.
like a blank screen, and we were waiting.
Light
For, like-
screen, the lights are still on and everything. Yeah.
And yeah, I think it was the middle of the day. I think the crowd. It wasn't a full theater as well. I think there was
Wasn't
like
a
a
full theater.
scattered. Yeah, it was like a good amount of people, but it wasn't full theater as well.
Yeah,
But-
so I
but yeah.
remembered, yeah, so Albert, yeah, but also Albert got up, was like, okay, let me go check with the guy. He went down, he went out. I just kind of wait there, at least in my perspective. This is my perspective, so I don't know what Albert told the guy, but he can tell him. So by the time Albert comes back, he walks up to me and he said, oh, they haven't played they forgot to play the movie. And I kind of just laughed out loud on purpose and said out loud, they forgot to play. So dumb, to a point where the whole theater just
The
heard.
whole
and they're
theater
like,
reacted to it.
really?
Like, huh?
Yeah, they're like, wait, really? That was the whole reason? I wanted the whole theater to know that they forgot.
They
play
messed
it.
up.
Yeah, that's why I was like laughing loudly and like yelling on purpose. They forgot to play.
How
But
do
what did
you
you tell them
get
all
to
the-
play?
I remember vividly as well. Like the everyone else in the crowd, they're like, "Huh? For real? What the hell?" They kind of reacted to either me saying it.
How
or Ariq
did
saying-
they tell you that they
See?
forgot to play?
So I walked out. I was like, I'm gonna
Yeah,
check with
yeah.
them because nothing is happening. Right? This is like crazy. It's been like literally almost half an hour and there's no previews. So I walked up to the concession stand because the concession stand and the ticket was like the same stand, right? So I walked up to them and I was like, "Hi, yeah. So we've been waiting for like 30 minutes to see Deadpool 2, and there's nothing. There's no previews. Nothing else I'm playing." And they're like, "Oh, really? Hold on, let me check. Give me a second." He called his man. He went back. He called his manager, and then his manager went out and talked to me. "Hi, yes. So what's happening?" And I told him like, "Oh yeah, so we haven't played." "Oh, okay. Let me check something." And they're like, "Oh, we forget that there is a film. Hold on, let's play. You know what? Go back to your seats. We're gonna play the film directly. No previews. We're just gonna start it." I'm like,
Okay, so that's what
okay.
happened outside.
So they literally like forgot that there was a showing. They just didn't play the film.
Oh my!
So they automatically, and then we skipped the previews to directly start the movie, and I was like,
yeah, just the whole
what
thing
the
comes
heck?
down, film starts. Yeah.
yeah, that's wild.
Oh, that's so funny. I can't believe we just sat there for 30 minutes, just like didn't bother.
I mean, we were confused too. I'm like, oh, what the heck? What is going on?
Oh,
But yeah,
that's
no,
funny.
I remember that. And similarly as well, there was another. I have a similar situation, and it's in this theater. I think I've mentioned this theater. It's literally, it's an. I'm gonna shout it out because the theater is shit. It's the AMC North DeKalb 16, and I was gonna watch Licorice Pizza, and I never watched the film in theaters because of this. Or did I? I don't remember. Anyway, I was watching Licorice Pizza, and the theater didn't start the film till like for quite some time. It didn't start the film. Not only that, but the theater is also really, really bad. I mentioned this. It's on a run. This place used to be a lively mall. It used to be like a big mall, and then because of it closed down over the years, the pandemic really screwed it, and the mall is now just totally abandoned. It's like a little. You've seen those abandoned mall videos on YouTube. It's literally like that. The only thing open in this place is the AMC, and because the mall is closed out, you cannot even go to the main entrance. You got to go to like the side, like the employee entrance, to go to the AMC. And the
Damn.
employee entrance is like super shady. It's like water leaking from the rooftop. The floors tile are like cracked. There's no lights like flashing in and out. So it's like I'm like, am I in the right place? I've never been to the theater before. I was like, am I in the right place here? Am I supposed to be here? And I saw some people walk past me. I'm like, okay, I guess I'm in the right place. So I just keep walking forward. Eventually, I go to the AMC. Like the AMC attached to the mall. So I see the rest of the mall. I'm like, okay, it's totally closed. It's totally abandoned. This is scary, haunted stuff. And I go to the AMC. I already have my tickets right because I purchased it online. And I was like, all right, so let's just go here. I was looking around the AMC. I was like, do I want popcorn? And I look around again. I probably don't want popcorn in this place, so I decided not to go grab the popcorn. And I directly went to the I went to the theater. I find my seats. The seats were wet, and I'm like,
Okay.
Why is it wet?
I don't know. It's like moist. It's like, oh, okay, I guess. So I decided. I reluctantly sit down. I was like, okay, I guess. Yep, this is gonna be fun. It's a smaller theater. I think it's a small theater, but the crowd was like pretty full, a good amount. I want to say 70%. And then like the seats were wet. The screen did not look good. The screen looked kind of old. It like doesn't look like a good screen. I was like, oh well, this is gonna be a fun experience for a movie that everyone's telling me is gonna be good. This is gonna be great. So I decided. I waited for a bit more. They never play the previews. They never play anything. Similar situation. And then someone eventually come in, the manager, and like, hey folks, yeah, so the screen is broken. The screen has been broken for a couple of days now. And in my head, I'm like, been broken for a couple of days, and you sell tickets to all these people and you didn't tell them? What the heck? And then the guy, and then like a person started complaining the same thing. I was thinking that in my brain, and my person started complaining like, a screen is broken, but you literally sell tickets. What the heck? And then the guy's like, yeah, we were hoping for a maintenance person to come earlier today. They never did. So yeah, we're just gonna refund you guys the tickets. We're gonna give you guys free tickets for future, blah blah blah. And so we all left the theater. In my head, I'm like, thank God, I don't want to sit here for 2 hours in this chair and the screen. I'm just gonna leave. I don't care about the refund. I'm good. I'm just gonna go. I'm never coming back to this place. You don't have to refund me for this theater. I'm done. So I left literally, and I'm like, yeah, it's bad. It's probably the most disgusting theater I've ever been to. And it's like it's I never watched the film eventually, but yeah, it's bad. And it's really hot in that as well. I don't think the AC was working. So yeah, it's awful. It's really awful.
Why is it
Yeah,
so
no,
running?
definitely.
The only
Desperate.
technical difficulties that ever happened was not people forgetting to play the movie or the screen broke. I think I was watching Madagascar 2 that time with my cousin, and in the middle of the movie it blacked out. The whole
yeah.
cinema blacked out. The whole mall, I mean, blacked out.
They lost power.
They
So,
lost
yeah.
power the whole thing, yeah, for like a couple of minutes, and then finally the generator turns on. But then like so they had to rewind the movie.
Damn.
Wait,
Yeah.
rewind from start or?
No, like a couple
just
minutes
the-
before it blacked out.
Oh, okay.
Huh. Yeah,
Imagine
yeah.
needing to rewatch the whole film again from
You're
the
already almost
beginning.
at the end of it. Oh, blacked
Oh,
out.
blackout, and they have to
Rewatch.
rewind the whole film again, rewind the reel.
That was pretty fun. I'm like, whoa.
Actually, that
What
that
happened
reminds me, like, this isn't exactly a movie theater experience, but like
Okay.
it was a theater-ish experience.
Uh-huh.
So, I don't know if I can be saying this publicly.
What?
But
Did you sign an NDA or something?
Oh.
no,
Yeah.
no,
What is
no.
this?
But we were slandering movie theater companies. I think I can slander a hotel chain.
Yeah, that's fine.
um, so
I
like
was yeah,
we
go ahead.
had to do like this we had a bunch of like our customers from overseas come over, and like we had this like big presentation, and like we booked like a hall at a hotel. Yeah, just for safety's sake, I'm not gonna say the hotel, but it is a 5-star hotel, like an international 5-star hotel that everyone knows about. Um, and like the hall was great and everything, and part of it was we had like a drama, I guess. I wasn't in
Okay.
it, but like there was like a
Oh,
drama with like our staff like made a drama for like our customers to watch and everything. But anyway, we did we booked it for 2 days. We did a rehearsal the day before, and then on the day, right, the event starts at, I believe it was 9:50. The customers can come into the hall from like 9:30, right?
okay.
8:50 a.m. the roof starts leaking.
Oh no.
Like those like ACs that are like blend into the roof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it starts leaking on top of the storage area where we keep all of our props.
Oh
Damn.
no.
Luckily someone noticed it and like started moving it. But then like what really pissed me was like how the hotel dealt with it all. Like we said to a guy, the roof is leaking. And that guy's like, "Heh, right, sure it is."
Oh
And
my
we're
god.
and then like he's just like, "No, seriously, it's fucking leaking. Go look at it." So he's like, "Ah," and he like walks over and he's like, "It's leaking." Like, yeah, fucking do something about it. And then like he goes away and like he tells like the other staff like, "Hey, the roof is leaking. What do we do?" And he just like starts moving. Like um we we start moving all the tables and everything to from away from the leak, and he's like, "Okay, we'll get like some help." And he comes back 15 minutes later with a couple of plastic bags to like hold the water.
Wait, when you say couple, how many talking about?
Like 3.
Okay,
I
that's
mean, okay, to be fair, it's really big.
Okay.
Like it's really big. Um I could probably fit inside the plastic bag.
oh damn, that's
But
big.
it's massive, and it had like these like steel frames. I think they're like laundry baskets. They're supposed to be laundry baskets, but like he used it as like that, like to hold the water. But it took him 15 minutes to get that.
Have to go to the laundry.
Like, bro,
Find the laundry.
it took you 15 minutes for that, and then like the maintenance guy came over, right? Maintenance guy came over, and he's like, "Yeah, we will have to we will do something about it," right? So it's like the maintenance guy disappears. As soon as it disappears, it starts pouring even heavier. Like at first, like it was just like a couple drops, and then it became like an actual like waterfall. Like
Bro,
I
this
think
is
they were
bad.
flushing the system out of water,
Uh,
and then like
Mm.
but then we were like just like we asked the staff, right? Like, is this gonna be okay? Like in like 20 more minutes, staff is gonna start like no, the customers are gonna start coming in, right? His response was fucking, "Oh yeah, this happens once a year." I'm just like, at that point I was like, "Oh well, it can't be helped. These things happen." It's like, no, it happens once a year. So it can be fucking helped. It happens once a fucking year and you don't fix it. Why? Right?
Yeah,
And
that's
then
money.
like eventually like we were really lucky. It stopped like 5 minutes before the event started. Like customers came in, it was still dripping, but I don't think anyone noticed. And then like 5 minutes before the event started, it stopped. But like
Okay.
yeah, all of that happened, and like and then like a bunch of like the higher ups, like management level, came over, but then all they did was stood there and just start staring at it. And then like some of my like senpais were just like, "What's staring gonna help? They're just wishing for it to stop. Like fucking do something about it, right?" And then like um funnily enough, Cameron, this is the a lot of my colleagues said this is the angriest they've ever seen me. Like, um, and then there was a bunch of other stuff, like for example, um, during the presentation, someone started vacuuming.
What?
What?
Like,
Why do they decide to? What's the logic of deciding to vacuum in the middle of the presentation?
right? I think it was like behind, like in the back rooms. I don't think the customers heard it, but us, like in the storage area, like where we were like the because I was like the MC, right? So like when I was done MCing, like I would go behind backstage. Like I could hear it. There was a vacuum, and then like at the end of it all, we another thing. What started me on this rant? So I ranted about this on the day while we were having lunch and we were all drinking like alcohol. But I started swearing, swearing and being mad about this because so like we asked them to send a piece of luggage like via like courier, like an Uber kind of courier, and we're like, can we leave the suitcase at the front desk? And then like they were like, yes, just leave it at the front desk, right? So we gave them a suitcase, and it's like when the courier comes over, give them this suitcase. It's for our just tell them, they will say it's for our company. Just give them the suitcase, right? Okay. And like because it was long distance and it was like an emergency courier service, just for context, it was about $300 to send this.
Okay.
But like so and like okay, right? And then we were having lunch and I wasn't like complaining about anything, and then my manager gets a call because apparently the courier like reported to the office, who then reported to my manager that like they got the goods, but then they said it was a cardboard box. So we were all like confused because it was a suitcase, not a cardboard box. We never gave them a cardboard box. And then they checked, and apparently, so what happened was the courier came over to the front desk. We're for looking for the thing for company A, and then they're like, "Oh yeah, hold on," and gives them a cardboard box, and like, I was told it's a suitcase. This is all we have for company A. And then they're like, "Oh, okay." So they grabbed it. You know what was in the suitcase was like some important like costumes that we needed for the night event. What was in the cardboard box was water.
What?
Drinking
they give
water.
Oh, okay. I thought they give like the leaky water.
No, so the front and the thing is, right, the drinking water wasn't even like from our company. It's by the tour group that's arranging a lot of things for our company. So, and I'm just like, you're a hotel and you can't deal with something as simple as giving courier like something in the front desk. I thought that's something you do like daily, right? So like I heard that, I got pissed, and then it started the rant about like the leaky roof and all of that. And everyone was really entertained, and they were like, "This is the maddest I've ever seen, Teguh." And then I was like, 5-star hotel, 2-star service. They need to give us a fucking discount. My manager like stopped in her tracks, like she was eating, and she was like, "Yes!" And then, like as soon as we got back, like the next week, she sent an email to like the upper management, like, this has happened. We should ask for a discount. And
Did you
like,
get a discount?
yes, $2,000 off.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice, very nice. I think
Yeah,
there's a good
so-
ending on that.
Yeah. I would like to believe that if I didn't start ranting about all of this, no one would have asked for a discount. But yeah.
Good job, man. Good job.
Yeah. I mean, what really got me was the oh yeah, it happens once a year. That's when I was
Yeah,
like
that doesn't
kind
make
of
sense.
pissed about it. Like that's not an excuse. That in fact that should be all the more reason why you should be fixing it.
It happens once a year. Just bear with it, okay?
Just bear with it.
Hold on,
You're-
you're a
you're not the-
5-star hotel.
You're not the
Why?
first one to complain to us. No big deal. Like, yeah. All right, fair. Um,
All right, all
That
right.
happened.
Yeah.
all right. I got another like two shorter stories to tell. If unless anyone have good stuff to tell,
I
any
only
bad
have
Yeah,
one.
experiences,
Actually, I just want to. Can I mention my story very quickly? It's not that
go
long,
ahead.
Albert, and it involves
Uh,
you, by the way. I don't
really?
know why, but I
Is
don't
it?
remember
Was
what.
I the bad experience?
Oh no, no,
yeah.
no! You low key prevented a bad experience, is what happened to
Oh,
me.
okay, okay.
Damn.
Albert's the
I
But to
hero
me,
here.
I
yeah,
don't
no,
know
no,
if
no,
I
no,
know what he's
no,
gonna
no,
talk
no.
about here.
It's not a super big thing, but it is one of those. It's a typical annoyance where people always open their phones in the middle of like a screening of a film,
Oh,
right? Yeah, and I don't know what we were
Yeah.
watching, but I remembered like there's this woman sitting like down there, and we're like up here, right? So she's like two rows down onto the side, and she opened her phone at max brightness, basically lit up the whole damn theater. And then
Damn.
Albert's like, this woman is really annoying me. So he stood up, firmly stood up, walked down, carefully bent down, and I bet he just said something along the lines of, "Ma'am, can you please turn off your phone?" And she's like, "Okay." And he comes back down and sits down again. That's it. But it was very annoying. But I was too introverted to talk, so I'm like, okay, the good thing Albert sorted it out.
I remember that.
You remember this?
When you said I stood up, I was like, I didn't stood up. I did. Did I yell? I don't think I did. I was
You
like,
didn't yell. You didn't yell, but
and then
you stood up
I
firmly.
walked up to them. I'm like, oh, I remember now. I did walk out to them. I
You
don't
stood
know.
up firmly. That's it.
It was 2017 or 2018. I don't know what it was. It might have been it because it was just the two of us.
Yeah, it was.
Could that have been the same showing of Deadpool 2? No,
It could be this. I think it could be Deadpool
I
2 as
think
a
well.
lot
Not gonna
happened
it's
in
lie.
Deadpool too, huh?
it's either Deadpool 2, it's either Solo or Star Wars story because I watch it with you two. It's around that summer, I think, or something else. I'm trying to remember. I think it's either Deadpool 2 or could be Solo, possibly, because I don't think unless it's 2017 summer. Um, but yeah, I remember now. Now you tell me that I remember that I did, and then the mem. I think she was like she was at first she seemed like, oh yeah, okay. She listens in, and then as soon as I got back to my seat, she was with her boyfriend or something. I can tell she was like talking to her boyfriend like annoyed, and it's like, like I don't know what is this person trying to tell me, blah blah blah. And she pulls up. Eventually, she purposefully, I think, pull out her phone again and just do it again anyway. I think she was like just kind of annoyed that I did that. I was like, screw you, put their phone away, man. So yeah.
Uh,
I don't think I've ever done that since of like walking up to someone, but it was because her brightness was max. That was the
Yeah.
annoying part, which is
Yeah.
like bad.
Like,
Like,
I
okay,
mean, like,
sure.
I open my phone sometimes like to just check the time, but even then, I'm like, I put
always
like
lower the
minimum
brightness.
brightness, and
I
I'm just
lower the
like,
brightness and I hide it too, like in the corner. Yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
Yeah,
I lower the
yeah.
brightness and hide it like this, gitu, right? Yeah, like this.
Before the movie starts, I always lower my phone brightness just in case I need to check it.
I
You know,
do.
I
I
put
put
yeah,
it
it
on.
on.
yeah,
I
yeah,
put
yeah,
it on
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
silent.
yeah.
Lower the
yeah,
brightness. Put it on silent. Yeah, and
yeah,
just like do this if I need to check. Yeah.
yeah.
The reasonable thing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
but
only
like
time
Woman's
max
I've
just like.
brightness is
ever,
insane.
the only time I've ever tell someone to like, hey, stop it. It was when I think I was watching The Menu.
The
Yeah.
menu.
Wait,
Okay.
I thought we watched it
Yes.
together, didn't we?
Did we watch it together? I don't remember. I don't know if I
I
watched
don't
it.
remember. I don't
All
remember.
I
But you go
remember is
on.
like there's like this guy who's sitting right next to me. He's like explaining every single thing that we are watching to the girl
What does
next
that
to
mean?
him.
Wait,
So
what do you have to explain from the menu?
I
Oh,
guess
maybe
the
the
girl
girl.
didn't understand. Like she didn't
Yeah.
understand the plot. So every time anything happens, she's like asking and he keeps
Maybe
answering.
she
I'm like
doesn't speak.
right
Yeah, maybe
next
she
to
doesn't
him.
speak English. Yeah, and she's just like, what's going
Subtitles.
on? Maybe she can't read.
She can't read. Then why are you watching a movie?
Then why are you in the movie?
Oh my
Yeah, but
god.
yeah. So Kelvin just like
No,
what? So you just told him to stop her.
I just like,
Oh, wait, no,
excuse
that
me,
just reminded
sir.
me of another bad
I'm
experience I
like,
had. Okay, go on.
I'm sorry. Your talking is distracting as fuck, man. And it's like, oh yeah, I'm sorry. Okay. They did it a few more times. I'm like, you know what? It's less frequent than before. Because before that was like literally something major happened. Like, oh, why is this happening? We're watching the same thing.
Yeah, no, that's right.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, Teguh.
um,
Okay. Oh yeah, Albert.
Albert
thought-
had some stories.
Teguh,
Yeah.
well, is the good stories related to this? If it is, we can go to him because mine is like not about the crowd. It's more about the theater. My complaint.
Okay.
Mine is about the crowd. Well, a specific dude to be
A specific
exact.
dude.
Are we
yeah.
gonna leak the name here?
Do you know the
no,
name?
no, I don't know. I don't know him. I don't know him.
Oh.
Like, okay, yeah, I'll tell the story. So what happened was I forgot what I was watching, but it was like a kids movie.
So it's a kid.
Not a kids movie. It's a family movie. No, no, no. But these were full-grown fucking adults.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So what happened was I like to sit in the back of the theater, right, like up top. I think my row was like B or something, so like second row from the top, right? I go there to my seat, and there's just this couple sitting there, and then I'm just like, excuse me, and this was in Indonesia, but
Mhm.
excuse me, this is my seat, and he's like, what? Show me your ticket. So I show him my ticket, and he's like, we'll move later. I'm like,
What the hell does that mean?
what? What? And it was during the screening, right? And I was alone back then, so I'm like, and like there was like 5 of us, me and like my family and my family friends. So like, okay, I'll just sit like in the other seat because there was 2 of them, and we took like 5 seats or something like that. So I just sat in one of the seats next to them, and then like the rest of the group came because I went first because I didn't buy popcorn or anything, and the rest of the group came, and then they just like saw those 2. And I just started staring at them, and then they looked at them, they looked at me, they looked at them again, and then they're like, okay, yeah, we'll get up. And then they got up and they moved somewhere else. And they sat down. And then my mom was like, what was that? I'm like, I don't know, they just didn't want to move, and they took our seats. And I'm like, oh, okay. It's like, didn't think about it, but then I noticed, like, a few minutes later, another like couple came to where they moved to, and then they were like, this is our seat.
What the
I
hell?
don't think they don't have a ticket.
I'm like, oh, yeah, either they
Oh,
don't have a ticket or they like got a really bad seat.
Oh, so they tried to move to a different
Yeah,
one.
and
Yeah.
they were hoping like someone like no show or something like that.
Yeah.
Fair.
Okay.
Or they maybe like they purchased tickets separate on different seats and they want to sit together, so they're like sitting
Or
Could
different.
be,
something
could be.
like that. But
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
what was the like? We'll move later. Like, he just like waved me off.
We'll
I'm like,
move later. That's so
what the
dumb.
what the
Teguh,
fuck?
you're not like bold enough when you're talking to them. Like,
To
hey.
be fair, I was like what 14.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. It was that style.
Oh, okay. It was young Teguh. It was young
Wait,
timid Teguh.
Come to think of it, I had that similar experience with Teguh as well. God, every time you talk about these stories, it just like keeps coming back up.
Yeah, it comes
Yeah.
like I
Sorry.
didn't remember any of this. Well, like
Yeah,
before.
but suddenly they're coming out like I had a similar, somewhat experience of Teguh, but it's not like as annoying or as bad. Sorry, I'm delaying Albert's stories, but this is kind of related to
sorry.
the
You're good.
crowd, okay? Yeah, but like basically, I was watching the Batman 2022, right? What was
Uh-huh.
the one? What's the main actor again? I forgot. What's his
Yeah,
name. Pattinson.
Robert Pattinson.
Pattinson. Yeah, I was watching with
recent
my
one, yeah.
recent one. Yeah, so I was watching with my sister, right? And we already took our seats and everything. And then it's like 2 like women, like they came here and like, hey, isn't this our seat? We sit at like number 15 and 16 on this row. And I'm like, yeah, but like, look, we're in cinema 5. What's your ticket? Oh, it's cinema 3. And they're like, isn't this not cinema 3? And we had to ask other people like, hey, what's your ticket? And they're like, and they're like, we saw their tickets. Yeah, it's cinema 5. And they're like, yeah, cinema 5. And they're just like, oh, okay. And they just kind of, instead of going out to go to cinema 3, which is too late, by the way, I saw their ticket like time. Like the movie started like an hour earlier for them.
Oh my
So-
God, that
What the
really
heck?
late.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
wow.
instead of walking
Dyslexic.
out, yeah. So instead of walking out, they just like went across to the end of the theater and they just sat there.
You know what? Might as well.
You know, yeah. To be honest, they already.
I mean, if
paid
no one's
technically.
sitting there, fine. But like,
Yeah. No
Yeah.
one's sitting there.
If someone
Yeah,
were
but,
to be sitting, that would be kind of funny though.
yeah. But at least, yeah. But at least they weren't like a douche enough to be like,
Yeah,
hey,
yeah,
get
yeah,
out.
yeah.
This is our seat. No, but they're just like, oh, oops, big mistake. They just sat all the way there.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay, that's it. There you go. That's I
That's
swear that's
fair.
my last one.
uh,
Albert?
Right,
all right,
Albert.
so I have 2 separate stories of like just bad movie theater. Like, and when I say bad, it's not really. The crowd was fine, but like the movie theater itself just wasn't ideal. The first one is questionable on my end as well, but
Okay.
I'll tell you why. Because when you go to Las Vegas, what do? You gamble, right? If you're of age, obviously, you gamble, you see a show, blah blah blah. I went to Las Vegas with a couple of friends. This was in 2017, 20
Okay.
or early 2018, like January 2018 or December 2017. I was with three of my two of my other friends, and my one of my friends is like family, because we stayed in my friends' family's house. We traveled for Vegas for a weekend for New Year's. It was during New Year's, and two of my friends wanted to like they wanted to, because we're not of age, so we don't gamble or anything, but they wanted to go to the big shops and like they wanted to buy stuff, and I'm like, I'm good, like these are pricey, I'm like, I'm okay. So I decided I'm gonna go on my own. I'm gonna meet you guys back, because we're gonna meet you guys back for dinner with the family at like around 7. So I'm gonna go on my own. You guys hang out, no worries about it. And like, okay, yeah, sure, we'll see you then. So I decided to go on my own. And this was like in the era of me like, oh, I gotta try to check out every movie out there, right? So my smartest brain decided like, while in Vegas, let's watch a movie. So I decided to do that. I in this 2017 or 18, I think 2017, it might 2017. But yeah, I watched Downsizing, the Matt Damon movie. First of all, movie is shit. The movie is really bad, so it doesn't help. And this is Vegas. This is like in the middle of the strip somewhere. I found a Regal theater. I've never been to a Regal before. There's a Regal theater in Las Vegas, and I was like, all right, that's cool. Let's check it out. It's like a 1 hour 30-minute movie, something. It should be fine. So I decided to do that. And the seats are bad, because when you movie theaters, usually they're seated, what do you call it, like not elevated, but like it's like there's a curvature, right, to the seats. You get higher,
Yeah.
higher. This one, like the theater is like really long, but the elevation is not
Long?
like it's like from the
Okay.
distance from the screen to
Oh, so
the distance from the screen to the back of the cinema is like really long, and the
Okay.
elevation is like not great. So it's like it's like barely elevated.
Mm.
Also, usually, like, in most theaters, like it's like carpet or something. It's just straight up concrete. It's just like concrete grounds,
Straight
and
up
the chairs.
concrete, damn.
The chair is fine. The chair is fine. It's like the usual, like the chair just flip. So it's like fine. But first of all, it's concrete. The elevation is not great. I got a seat at the very back because I purchased last minute, right? So I got a seat at the very back. Also, there was no AC. This is Las Vegas. It's hot. It's only one fan, and the fan is making noise. So like, oh, there's a good. And I sit at the very back.
Fan.
And
Okay.
because there is no elevation, like the seat in front of me is like very much covering my view. And not only that, it's weird because I guess because again I was at the very back, right? And like the screen. But I remember and I don't know how this is the weird thing. Because like if you in a regular theater, when you sit at the very front, you look up, obviously, right? Because it's like you're literally right there. But I am in the back of the theater, but I vividly remember having to look up the whole time to the screen, and it hurts my neck. Like my neck was in so much pain. I'm like, because I was doing this the whole time. And like again, I don't know what the logic is, because again, the elevation was not there, but I look up, so it's weird, and it's like a horrible experience. Like I have to look up the whole time. The theater was like bad, and like a smaller screen is so far away, and it doesn't help that the movie was bad. I was like, I hate this so much. So yeah, that was in Vegas. Bad awful experience on that end.
I just, I just like the movie. The bad movie just adds pain to the
That's the
experience.
yeah.
Yeah,
Wait,
and you know what?
were you
I guess
watching?
it downsizing. Don't watch it.
Downsizing.
Outsizing Matt
Okay.
Damon. Yeah.
And I know what, I guess it makes sense now that I think about it, because there's no elevation, and because it's at the back, I guess that's why my neck is up like that, because usually it's like you look down, I guess, or you look straight, right, at the back. But yeah, anyway, it's bad. The other one that I watched that's similar of a bad cinema, but this is a good movie in a bad cinema, and the cinema is bad because the seats are not great. The seats are kind of torn, like really like kind of bad seats, and the screen is small. It's like a smaller screen, and this is not ideal for this film. And before I say the film, I'm gonna shout out someone who listens to the show. My cousin Jason. Jason, you picked this theater. I'm not blaming you for it because we were all in the city and there was like the only theater in the city. But I wish we watch watch it on a different screen because we were watching Avatar: The Way of Water.
Oh,
And it's like supposed to be
Oh.
this big spectacle, right? And this is like the screen is so small. It's like it's literally in the heart of Sydney. And maybe that's why the screen is small because they can accommodate a lot of screens or something. But like, and it's a big theater chain too. It's called Event Cinemas, which is like a big theater chain. But just happened to be that this one screen that we watched at was like a pretty small screen, and we got like a pretty far back seat. And it's like my whole family was there too, pretty far back seat. And the seat that I got was like a bad seat. Like the armrest is like little, there's like rips and the fluff is coming out. Like, well, this is fun. So I just like unfortunate timing, but like the film is great. But it's like I just wish my first experience watching this is in a better theater. But yeah, it's just unfortunate that that was the situation. Because again, I've seen the year before I watched Bumblebee in that same theater, and the theater was good. It's just this the other time when I watched Way of Water, it's just we picked up the screen was like bad, and we got a bad seat at the very back. So yeah, it's just unfortunate. So, yeah.
you bought the cheap tickets. They put you in the cheap,
cheap tickets,
theater, the
Probably
terrible
probably.
theater.
Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, anyone have any other bad movie theater story? If not, I got a couple of like speed round questions I want to ask you guys about movie theater stuff.
I've run out. I generally
No,
can't
I'm
remember anything.
good.
Okay, I think I'm out for it now. We'll see. Maybe it will jog
Yeah.
some memory.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
here's a couple speed round questions. Do we have a speed round music?
Okay.
Let's see. Let's try this song. What does this song do?
Okay.
You know what? Let's play this song. Can you guys hear me over the music or not?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I
we
can
can,
hear
we
you.
can. Yeah. Go on.
All right. So, speed round. Do you guys prefer? Okay. Dolby pick one. A Dolby with recliner seats, or an IMAX screen with a non-recliner seat. Which do you go with?
Dolby.
IMAX
Fine.
non-recline.
So IMAX.
IMAX
IMAX.
non-recline.
I'm with Teguh. I'm Dolby with recliners. Recliner seats are so nice, man. Especially if it's
Dude,
a
I
lumber couch,
can't.
your leg, the
I,
leg.
I
rest.
can't.
Oh, so
do
nice.
No,
recliner
my main
because I
reason-
will fall
yeah.
asleep. I will fall asleep on the recliner. There's no way I'm not falling asleep on that.
Why did you fall asleep? Say it's an IMAX recliner, so the topmost. You were watching Oppenheimer. You fall asleep suddenly. I'm Death, the destroyer of worlds.
Okay, go to go.
Nah, the reason why is because I just generally I don't like IMAX because it's too loud.
Oh, so it's not
Oh.
even about the recliners. It's just IMAX
This
versus
is too
Dolby.
loud.
I like you like it's too loud and it's a lot more expensive, at least here in Japan, than
More expensive here too, yeah.
Dolby. Like Dolby is already more expensive than normal,
Yeah.
but then IMAX is even more expensive, so I'm just like, I'll just go with Dolby.
Okay, that's fair. I just like recliner seats, man. Recliner seats are so nice in a theater, especially a longer one. Because not only recline, usually the legs like lift up too, right? And it's like it's a nice leg rest, you know. So yeah.
That's
to be honest, I don't know.
sleepy down all the
To
way.
be honest,
man.
I don't know. The reason why recliners don't really do much for me is because I'm very fidgety, so I always like do this with my feet sometimes anyway. So doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Fidget on the leg rest.
I'm fidget or like just like
It
It just
swimming.
looks like the scissoring.
All right. Do you guys prefer 3D or standard movies? I think I know the answer.
Standard.
Standard, everyone of it. Yeah.
Have you guys ever watched a 4D movie in the theater?
I think I
Or
saw
the
It's
no.
pretty awful. I heard it's pretty awful because like
My
it
mom-
shakes every time. Every there is action sequence, it shakes, and they spray water at you.
Mom watched
Yeah.
Way of Water in a 4D theater, and she said she did not have a fun time.
Dude,
To watch
Way of
FX
Water in 4D, it's like, you know, the splash zone.
Yeah, basically, yeah, that's basically how my mom describes it. So yeah.
All right.
Alright.
All right. Do you guys know what dine-in theaters is? I don't know if that's much of an Indonesia thing or not. I don't know if it's Japan. Do you guys
I'm
know
stopping
what
at
dine-in?
music, by the way.
Okay.
What?
I'm done
Do you
with
guys know?
it.
Do you guys know what a dine-in theater is?
Dine-in. Oh yeah.
Dine-in theater, yeah, I know.
I've
You
never
can-
experienced
it's like,
it, but
it's
I know
like
what it is.
more
Yeah.
it's like a more elevated style where you can order like better food options, and then they deliver the food to you. Have you guys ever done that?
Never
never done it,
experienced
no.
it.
I don't
No?
think there is one. Well, if there is, I just don't know about it around me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
No,
okay,
what
so
was that?
you guys never done it, but
No.
Basically, no.
would you
Yeah.
ever want to try to do it for a higher price? Would you ever want to do dine in theater and like order the food from there, like maybe like
Ah,
a-
would have-
Food
who
is
probably
wants
like
to
good,
do
probably,
that?
probably
why
like
not? Yeah.
tenders or burger or whatever.
I mean, we
The movie
eat
has
all
to
we
be
watch, so
something.
why not? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But the
Yeah,
movie
might as
choice
well have
though.
a dinner.
Yeah, the movie choice and depends how much more.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
movie
that's
choice
true.
is gonna be hard though.
Mm.
Yeah,
It
the
has to
movie
be a
choice
I
good
is
want to
gonna be
film.
hard.
watch like Saw in a dine-in theater. How's that?
Yeah, or Morbius. Okay, never mind.
I think the
That's a joke
last
question.
I think the last film that I watched in a dine-in theater was Creed 3.
That was
Oh,
not
okay, that's
a
fun.
bad film, but it is a
That's
good
not bad.
film. But
Yeah.
I haven't watched it though. That was just a good film. Ah,
All right. All right.
okay.
Have you guys ever done a drive-in?
No,
I
sadly.
don't think
No,
there's
I don't
such
think
thing
those
here
exist
in
over here.
Indonesia.
I think they're
That's-
gone.
that-
Most of them
That's
now.
fair. I've never done it
No,
either, but I'm always curious because like this the
Yeah,
audio
me
I'm
comes
very
through your
curious.
the audio is done through the Bluetooth, so it's like through the car or something. I don't know.
You know,
Oh, really?
Next, next time,
Because you tune into a radio station or something, and it's connected.
Oh, really?
Otherwise, how else the audio will go through? Because the
I
audio is
thought
through
no.
your
I thought
car.
in at least in movies I've seen in movies where they have driven theaters, they have like the
The really
speakers
old
next
ones,
to the
right?
car.
Yeah.
Yeah, the old ones. Yeah. I thought that's how
Okay.
it
I think
worked. I
I
thought
think
that
the
that's
makes
new
how it
sense.
works.
the new ones are definitely either through the radio or they maybe put maybe they
Bluetooth.
have
Yeah.
but speaker will be so expensive for every car and they could steal it whatever. But I think it's
Yeah,
radio
that's
because
true. Yeah.
if I'm not wrong, I was driving with a friend once and we're changing the radio and then we tuned into a radio station of a drive-in and this was playing a movie. And like,
Oh,
shit,
yeah.
It
what's
becomes a
going on?
podcast.
This is a podcast.
So we were
No,
listening.
you know what?
We were listening to the movie.
You know what? Since we've never tried it, when Albert's in Indonesia or when all of us are in Indonesia, we should just get into one car, put like a laptop on the hood, just watch.
You know the funny thing? Someone gets
In a
shot
random
and steals the
parking lot.
laptop.
In the random
What's the-
parking lot.
What's the best parking lot to watch it? Yeah.
No, I think we can make our own like that, like random parking lot. Find a big wall, and I don't know. Someone of us has to either
We have to
borrow
buy a
or
projector.
borrow. I said like
Yeah.
I'll steal one from my campus, and then we can just like watch a theater,
There you go.
a movie. Yeah,
That's
there
a
you go.
plan. We'll do it in Albert's garage.
Okay.
Alright, fair.
That's
okay,
a plan.
All right. What's your go-to movie theater food or snack?
Popcorn.
Popcorn. Popcorn.
I've never bought anything else other than popcorn.
Really? Never.
I've
Really?
been a bit more
Really?
adventurous. I've had
No.
like churros, a hot dog.
Yeah, I've had hot
I mean,
dogs, nachos.
the official one from the concession store.
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
Yeah.
The one
Same.
I sneak in, that's a different thing.
That's another question. You know
I've
what's
sneaked in a
what's the
lot-
what's
a
the
lot
what's
of
the
different things.
craziest food you've ever sneak into the theaters?
Ah.
It's not the
Oh.
food that's crazy, but it's the amount. We bring like six, like so there's 6 people. Each of us bought like a burger, a drink, and a fries, a package. And then that time we realized like, oh shoot, we didn't
That's a
realize the
lot.
time.
That's a lot.
Yeah,
of
and so
food.
we all packed it in our bag, and once the lights died down, we take it out like, here you go, here's your burger.
So I have like 2 experiences with this. I think one, it's not very crazy because it's just like a few bags of chips, but the fact that me and like a classmate of ours, we just put it in our like pants, basically, just in our pockets, just like that. They didn't check or anything, just like walked
Hey,
in.
what food is this?
What
Just
is
bags of chips. No, it's just bags
Oh,
of chips.
chips.
Oh,
Okay,
bags
okay,
of
okay, okay,
chips.
okay.
Bags of
Okay,
chips.
okay.
But I just put it in my pants, like in the pockets, like there, and we were still like school uniform and everything. Like she just put it in her skirt pockets, and I just put it in my pants. Like, all right, there you go. But I think the craziest one has to be a whole spaghetti bolognese. I just brought
Wait,
that.
what? Did you put it in your pocket as well?
No, I just brought. I didn't even like sneak it in. I was holding it packaged right in front
Oh,
of them, and I
okay.
walked in. They didn't bother to do anything with it.
Sometimes you don't
Yeah.
care.
I was late to watching like Thor Ragnarok with my parents, and I was supposed to have dinner, but they took a long time with the spaghetti. So by the time it was finished, we were late. So I just took
Mm.
the spaghetti. So yeah, that's good.
I don't sneak a lot of stuff in. I feel like I'm bad at it. But I've been in and Calvin was here. This is one that I remember the most because it's like such an absurd thing to sneak in, but it was with a group of friends
Sang-
and
Oh,
yeah,
it a
it's so, 'cause
banana?
it's so weird. It's an Indonesian dish. It's like deep fried banana, pisang goreng, deep fried banana.
Pisang. Yeah.
Mm.
And there was like a lot of them. There's a lot of pisang goreng, this deep fried banana. And the thing is, it's like it's not packaged or anything. It's just like on a piece of tissue wrapped up,
It's a
and it's
styrofoam,
put
isn't
inside
it?
someone's. No, it wasn't. It was in a tissue.
Oh, it's in tissue. Oh, right.
It's just like
right.
tissue, and it's put someone's purse, and then like, all right, just pass along the banana. Like that's like so
I love
weird.
All of us just got up like one banana, like fried banana, just to eat while watching Avengers, I believe. It
Yeah, it was Avengers.
was Avengers.
2012. That's so weird. I was like, what the heck?
Yeah, I remember it was. I think it was someone's birthday. We had lunch in
Natasha.
somewhere else. Yeah,
It's
Natasha's
Natasha's birthday,
birthday, right?
yeah.
Then after we went to watch Avengers with
That's
the
a fun one.
bananas, and that changed Albert's whole life trajectory.
Pretty much, you know. That's it. Resonate with me forever. Yeah. But yeah,
Hey,
that's okay,
Albert,
that's
you
crazy.
got called out there in the comments.
That's
That
true.
you-
It's and I blame my friend because I didn't want to sneak in the boba. It was me and my friend. It was me and my roommate from college, Kenneth, who I think I've been on the show. We bought boba tea. I didn't want to sneak in boba tea to the tea. I didn't want to. I was like, we're gonna get caught, dude. I don't want to sneak this in. Let's just put it in your car. And it's like, no, it's fine, no big deal. I'll sneak it in. You go through the front door. I'll go through the exit door. You open the exit door for me, and we sneak in. I'm like, okay, sure, let's try it. So we did that. He go to the exit door. I opened the exit door
Very
for him. He got in.
complicated.
We already have tickets, so we're safe, right? And we got in. And I guess there's like CCTV somewhere. And then the people, someone like one of the ushers come in, like, hey, I see you guys have boba tea. You're not allowed to have this in. I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah. So we go out, we put it back in the car, and then we go back into the theater. Because we got caught. I was like, oh god. And all my friends laugh at me. I'm like, oh, you guys got caught. Oh, I'm like, God damn it. I told you we shouldn't bring it.
Power move. Albert should have just drank it
Damn.
right in front of him. Finish it.
Bro,
Right
I
there.
mean,
I would have choked on the whole boba tea. You're kidding me?
oh yeah, that's true. Yeah,
All
it's like
staring
that
at
moment,
him.
just like, oh.
Talking about drinks, do you have a go-to movie theater drink?
Lemon tea.
Lemon tea is nice. I like lemonade.
Lemon
or
tea.
like
Oh my
lemon
Lemon
god,
tea
that's
is-
true. I forgot about that.
Lemon
What,
tea is
lemon tea?
affordable. It's
Yeah.
delicious.
Yeah.
You can get
'Cause
them
there's no
quite
like lemon
large.
tea here.
There's no lemon tea.
I don't-
You
I-
just have ocha, do you?
I don't like soda drinks too much. It gets me like
I don't.
burpy.
Yeah,
So,
bloated,
lemon tea is
right?
always a
Yeah.
good choice. For
Lemon
me.
tea is good,
Yeah.
yeah. And it's fresh as well. Like it's good to
Yeah,
like
exactly.
wash away the popcorn taste.
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Lemon tea gang.
In
But I
America,
haven't had it in
in
so long.
in most theater in America, we have the like the vending machines where you can mix and match your own drinks.
Okay.
And I usually, because there's no lemon tea, so I usually just half lemonade and I do half like sweet tea, and it basically tastes like lemon tea. So yeah.
Okay.
How did I miss this? I once sneaked the KFC bucket with you. How did you do that?
That's insane. How do you sneak KFC bucket?
Bob, what's
He's-
wrong with you?
Is the
And
bucket
honestly,
already
this like
in your? Is the content of the bucket already in your tummy as you go? in?
Do you already like put it in? Oh, that is foul. You can't make fun of it.
also yeah, this comment, I think someone bring it up earlier. Taping a food to your stomach and then like make it like you look fat is like brilliant, but it's like wild. Like, you have to bring tape and you gotta untape as you got in. Like you go to the theater, you open your shoe, like all right, we have the burrito, we have the fried chicken. Like
Yeah,
something.
as you're untaping it, like nipples.
What? Oh, how did it reach up there? How did you tape it? Like,
You taped it all the way
Look at
up.
this
So
guy.
to,
Calvin,
to
Calvin,
make sure it's
Calvin,
not loose.
Calvin taped it. Most people tape it like to the side. Calvin taped it all the way up. around his
Oh,
body.
yes, they will
I
tape
taped it
it upwards
vertically.
like this.
Diagonally as well. Horizontal?
you take-
Nah.
So how do you take it off? You're like, uh,
Nipple chills, man.
we're not.
But yeah, all right. My next speed round question. Have you guys ever done movie hopping?
What's that?
Like one movie and then watch another movie directly.
You only have one ticket. You watch
but
a
then you
movie.
move-
You never leave the theater. You never leave the theater area, and you go to another movie right after.
No,
By
no.
Me and,
window
Kel-
or
no, me and
no.
Kelvin did that the legitimate way. We
We bought
We bought
you
another.
bought two
ticket.
tickets.
ticket,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
We Atomic Blonde and what was it? Not
I mean,
Insidious.
like after the
Annabelle.
movie ends, they gotta clean up, so people are gonna tell you like, to cut to get out.
Well, you don't leave. You don't stay in the same theater. You go to a different showing.
Yeah, you go to a
Oh.
different
Yeah.
theater. So like, say
Yeah.
you leave theater 3 after watching
You
this
go
movie,
to
Yeah.
and you
theater
immediately
5 or
to
something
something
like
like
that.
theater
That's movie
5.
hopping.
Yeah.
No.
I've never
done
done that. I've thought about doing that. I've never
I'm a
done it.
I'm a
Yeah, I've
legal
thought
boy.
about it, but I've never done it.
Yeah, no.
Like the
Yeah.
extent is
Yeah.
like, huh, I could do that so easily right now, but then I leave anyway.
Yeah.
That's fair. Yeah.
All right. Is that
Uh,
all the speed round?
and
Question you got?
the last one. Do you prefer going to the theater during the day or at night?
Day. Day.
I
No
don't have a
question.
preference.
And
I don't
every
know.
time
It's
I
hard to.
watch something at night, again, sleepy head.
Sleepyhead. Yeah,
Every
that's the
time.
only thing I can think of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's fine.
Especially like after work, I watch a movie. Last time I did that was Dune. Boy, did I fall asleep.
I don't like super late night. If I can do during the day, I think that I prefer
That's the
that. But
best,
like
yeah.
if it's like
I think
if the start time is sometime between, and depending on the runtime, right? If the start time is between 6 to 8, I think I'm still okay with it. But like after 8, I start to consider, like, do I really want to watch it in theaters? You know?
I
Yeah.
actually now that I think about it, it's not so much as like what time you want to watch. It's more like what activities have you done before you watch a film. Because
Before
like
that,
as
I
Calvin
guess.
mentioned, like because like I was like I'm tired after working, so obviously got sleepy. I was tired after school, and you guys made me watch Doctor Strange, and I fell asleep with the 3D effects.
Yeah, and we made fun of you because you went to the
Yeah,
Astro.
yeah, because I was in Astral 4. I was actually just really tired from school, but then you guys like let's watch Doctor Strange.
Nah.
Why
You
did
got
why
too
did we
fun.
watch why did we watch it
I-
in 3D? That was insane. That was a weird choice.
It was your idea, I think.
I think it was my idea. I was like, we should watch it. This will be
Yeah.
cool. Like,
Yeah.
no.
The same thing
Please.
happened when we were watching Jupiter Ascending, but that film was just weird.
That was bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, that was the last of my speed round questions.
All right, let's go to the random questions that you guys have mentioned all
You
the
guys have
way.
you guys have
I
leave us some
saw
questions throughout the whole
saw a
Let's start
couple
from the
here.
very top. Let's start from the very top, which is I think Fred Love Movies mentioned something about strangest food combination you tried and enjoyed. Yeah, I have one, which is instant noodles with biscuits.
Yeah, that's he keeps
Oh, yeah,
telling
you
me. He has
mentioned
told us
this.
this several times, but keep going.
Wait,
Kelvin.
wait. Instant noodle. When we talking biscuit, what biscuit are talking about?
Oh, right. Well, what's a biscuit in US? Well, what's a malchus? What is that?
Okay, yeah. So that's like a
Cracker.
cracker. Yeah.
Yeah, a cracker, I guess, not a biscuit. Yeah, a cracker with like instant noodles. You know
Why?
the one with this, especially the one like the soup instant noodle one with crackers. Tastes good, man. It's like it's just nice. You know, you dip the cracker a little bit in the soup, and then you get the saltiness of it, and then the cracker is like sweet, so it's sweet and salty. Then you just bite it. It's like it's crunchy but not crunchy. It's good. Don't knock it
Okay.
till you try it, man.
Fair. I'm trying to think what I've had now.
I'm actually struggling. What's a weird food combination that I actually enjoyed, not just something I mix because I'm an idiot.
That's a good one. Another
hard.
good one that I like is the fried noodles with. I don't know if it's weird. I know it's weird. Fried noodles with mayonnaise. Just kind of mix that in.
No,
That's
I
pretty
like that.
nice.
Fried noodles. Are we
Yeah,
talking about Indonesian fried noodles
Yeah, mie goreng
Yeah,
noodles.
yeah.
Or
with mayo?
I've really only done it with like Japanese fried noodles, but that's a normal thing in Japan.
I think I used it, Kel. What is it?
Have any
The Hokben mayonnaise. So
Hogwarts
I
mayonnaise
like
is interesting. Hogwarts mayonnaise is different. Have you guys
Yeah,
ever
not-
done? I've seen a lot of people done this. I have done this too. Have you go to McDonald's? Have you ever ordered fries and order an ice cream and then dip the fries on the ice cream and eat it?
Yeah,
I mean,
I
I
like-
tried it. It's not that.
It's
good.
not great, but I've done it definitely.
I mean,
Really?
yeah,
I actually,
I've seen
no,
a lot
I
of
actually,
people
tried it.
actually kind of like it, to be honest.
It's weird because
weird.
it's like sweet and salty and it's wet.
I mean, I'll admit, I'll rather just take the ice cream or the fries. But
Yeah, I
mixing
mean-
it was decent. I kind of like it.
alright.
I mean, what?
Joe
I'm
got
trying
a
to-
question for me. Sugar or non-sugar cracker? I would go with the non-sugar one. Yeah, to dip it in the noodles.
For the noodles or just in general?
No, in the noodle for the noodle one.
Oh, for the
Yeah.
noodles. Okay.
Because like
I think
if there's too much sugar, it's too sweet. You know.
I
Type of
think if
deal.
it's sugar mixed with noodle, it's just kind of weird. What are you? Stop,
It's
Bob. You're just
good.
making fun of us. Cheeseburger pizza. Sorry. That's just the
Talking
Pizza
about
Hut.
pizza, that just remind me. When I was in Iowa, one of my friends took me to this place. I think it's called Fong's Pizza, and they make weird pizzas. And one of the pizzas, two of the pizzas, is really weird because one of them is, you guys know cheese rangoons.
I
think
would
I've
know.
heard of it.
Rangoons,
It's-
I've
Yeah,
heard
go
of
on.
it.
Cheese
but
rangoons is basically, I don't know how to describe it. It's like cheese. It's like corn, not corn, crab, like the fake crab meat, kind of
Mhm.
imitation crab, cheese, like some other stuff mixed together. That's like the mixture, and then you usually put it in like a lumpia, kind of like the skin,
Oh,
whatever you call it.
yeah,
Yeah, the
like
skin thingy.
those.
And then
Okay.
Yeah,
and
tofu
then you
skin
you
type of
yeah,
deal.
the tofu skin, and then you deep fry it, and then that's like a cheese rangoon. I had a cheese rangoon pizza and an orange chicken pizza, which orange chicken is again an American Chinese thing, which is like it's an orange sauce, but it's not, you guys know what it is. But it's like the flavor of the pizza is rangoon and it's orange chicken, and it's surprisingly good. I don't know how it works. It's so weird in concept, but it's so good. But yeah, the cheese rangoon pizza is good.
I've
Um,
had a similar weird pizza one. This wasn't with I mean, like I had one with Kelvin as well, but like it was fish and fish and chips with tartar sauce on a pizza.
Eh, it's
It was
alright.
pretty good actually.
Yeah.
I
I've
think
also
what was it, Kelvin? The one that you were like, there is no way this is good, and we tried it and it was fucking amazing.
No, it was just beef. I
Was
think
it beef?
Yeah,
Yeah,
beef.
So was your
I know it's not the
experience
fish and
in
chips one.
Yeah.
Fish and chips I had alone.
uh, I've had
What is it?
and this is not so weird anymore because it got popularized by a TV show, iCarly. But I've had spaghetti tacos. So it's hard shell tacos, and you put spaghetti on it, and it doesn't work because the
Mm.
spaghetti is wet because of the sauce, and the taco is like just cracking apart because it's spaghetti is wet. But it tastes good. It tastes good, like the crunch of the tacos and then the taste of the spaghetti, and it's
I
a mess
can
because
imagine that being
the
good.
spaghetti does not like it's not contained, right? Because it's gonna flow apart to the tacos. But it's good. But it's such a weird mix. But yeah, it's interesting.
I mean, wouldn't it just taste mostly of spaghetti? Because
It
it
tastes
is
like
the
spaghetti,
filling.
but like
It-
yeah,
it
like
is
you're
the
literally taking
filling,
it from
yeah.
yeah, yeah. And
But
it's like
just
it's
the
like
crunch.
it's like the spaghetti with like tomato sauce, basically standard, and with the meat as well. But yeah,
I can't believe I don't have a combination of foods that I like apart from ice cream and
See,
or
this one
fries.
I'm curious about. Mr. Blue Boat mentioning eaten sushi
Yeah.
with steak.
One meal.
wait.
I don't. I
What
don't
is
think
that?
it sounds disgusting. It's just how did you
It doesn't
end up
sound
in such?
disgusting. It just sounds
Well,
weird.
How did
this
you
is my
end up
question.
in the precarious situation? Yeah.
This is my question. Is it like you order a sushi and then you order a steak,
Or
or
is it
was
in
it
one
served?
package?
Was it served together? Was it like like a medium
sushi
well
steak.
medium well tenderloin, and on top of the tenderloin they have like a California roll?
I mean, I've never been in a restaurant where they serve sushi and like actual like
Steak.
full plate steak in the same place,
Yeah.
right? So like how did you end up with one? Did you like take in? That is
You
interesting.
know what, Mr. Blue Boat, we need an update on this. Yeah. Another
Wait,
thing.
is your-
This one.
What?
My brother mentioned this in
Yeah,
the
so
chat.
what's your
here.
brother? Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
it's not real?
Indonesia have. Yeah, I have a picture. I tried it. So they have this limited time mini ice cream thing where it's basically ice cream but instant noodle flavor.
Oh. I think the other-
What?
okay.
That's
Yeah.
what the
You
hell?
know what? It's not good.
It's not good.
I I would imagine.
I'd imagine
Uh,
that.
Okay.
Let me find a picture for you right here. Here. Let me share screen real quick. It's literally they put like noodles on ice cream, like this. If you can see the picture.
Oh wait, they
Is that what it
actually
looks
put noodles. What?
Yeah, they
Oh, what
put
the heck?
the uncooked noodles on top of like a vanilla ice cream,
That
and
makes
then
it
like
worse.
That's
the taste
weird.
of it. It's like it's a bit. It's supposed to be crunchy, but because it's in contact with the ice cream, so it's not too crunchy, but it's still a bit crunchy. And they have like a little bit of taste of the MSG still. there.
Ah.
It's like a bit salty as well. It's overall a very weird flavor, but hey, it gets people talking.
It definitely
I
does.
Yeah.
Jeez. This is I wish I tried it.
Hmm.
Damn.
I guess.
Here we go.
Well,
Mr. Blue Bolt update. It was separate. Me and a friend split meal and we did half and half, but I eat it together. It was salmon skin roll. All right.
That sounds pretty good. Not gonna lie. It's just salmon and
It sounds pretty good. Yeah.
salmon and
salmon and
steak.
Mhm.
Sounds good. What is this? Samuel Stein said, "I once had pineapple on pizza." Okay, but have you ever had
Oh.
pizza on pineapples before?
pizza and pineapple.
That's a different. That's something.
Oh,
That's
you
what- I
know,
think that's
you know what, you know what just crossed my brain, and like I think I mentioned this before, and it's so weird because it's such an Indonesian thing to do, or maybe an Asian, Southeast Asian thing to do, but in America, I almost never see this. A sandwich where you mix cheese and chocolate together. That
Cheese and
sounds-
chocolate is an
That
Indonesian
sounds
thing. That's
so
what I
normal,
figured
right?
out.
That sounds so normal for us,
normal
but
here.
for
Yeah.
Americans, it's like what? That's like
No, not even
random.
Americans.
Like
Albert,
martabak is like the
everyone,
concept of
other
martabak of
Asians.
cheese. I know, like when I try to describe martabak to my friends of like cheese and chocolate, to my friend, I'm like, you are the unhealthiest piece of person I've ever heard. I'm like, what?
No, unhealthy is still okay, dude. There's
I mean,
sometimes
they're
cheese
not
and
wrong. That's
chocolate,
true, but
Does that
Un-
even, that tastes that sounds disgusting? I'm like, what?
I know.
What do you mean
I
it
know.
sounds disgusting?
yeah, never mind. Yeah, cheese and chocolate. Yeah, it's actually good.
It's good, really good.
It's brilliant.
Another thing that I think people don't really know, it's soda gembira.
That's
Oh,
what I
yeah.
That's
kind
what
of-
I'm- that's
I,
a
wa-
bit
I,
of
with
I was
condensed
like
milk.
describing happy soda to my friends.
Yeah, how do you
Is it
so what
condensed
how do you
milk
make that again?
syrup and condensed milk
It's
syrup?
I don't know what
and
kind of syrup because
Any kind of
Is it
syrup,
like-
I think it's fine, right?
any kind of syrup, but we use like
rose
coconut
syrup or something, right?
nata de coco coconut syrup kind of deal. The marjan, the red marjan is like
Yeah,
coconut.
yeah. Like
yeah.
Nata de coco is jelly stuff.
yeah,
Yeah, I
it's
was confused
yeah,
what it's
yeah,
called,
yeah,
the
yeah.
flavor, but it's coconut
syrup
basically.
and
Use syrup,
Soda water.
carbonated, the sparkling
Carbon-
water thing, right?
and sweet condensed milk.
Sweet
sweet
condensed
milk.
milk. You mix that up together, it's really good. They just call it happy soda.
Very unhealthy, but that's why
translated.
you're happy.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
why I'm happy. I'm closer to
Yeah.
death, and I get to enjoy a delicious drink, like double happy.
And
And double happy.
I see
So yeah.
this as an
So you
absolute
guys,
win.
you know, next
Yeah.
time you have a toast, guys, just
Yeah, wait here.
get
Star
get a
Machine is on
toast,
the right
put
track.
cheese, put your Nutella on it, or any
Yeah.
chocolate jam, put that together, bite it, and have a glass of happy
You know,
soda.
Yeah,
If your
It's
condensed milk.
like this is like way normal
Sparkling
to me.
water.
This is like way
Yeah.
normal to me than like chicken and waffles. It's like way normal to me than chicken and waffle. Chicken and waffles.
chicken and
that's
waffle
so
sounds weirder.
weird. I know.
Yeah.
But it's like so normal here with the
Yeah,
maple
but it's
syrup too
normal
on top
there,
of the fried chicken with maple syrup and then waffle. I'm like, that's so weird, but it works. But it's like chocolate and cheese is way better.
Yeah, Star Machine. If you
Chocolate
want to
and
try
cheese.
Nutella and cheese, just like grab like a toast, like some toast,
Yeah,
and
spread
spread
it.
it with spread Nutella and like put on
Grate cheese.
like some cheese.
Yeah.
And grate some cheese on it. Yeah.
So,
very
yeah.
We would
good.
recommend
You know-
grated cheese, but if you only have sliced American cheese, that works.
Yeah,
Yeah.
whatever cheese you can get your hands on. Yeah, Bobzilla
Uh,
said, "Have you ever tried fried ice cream? Did you know Kelvin's
Yes.
restaurant sells them?" I haven't
Yes.
tried it.
Really?
Yet, Kelvin.
It's
I'm
not-
sorry,
it's not bad.
Kelvin's
I like it.
restaurant, but
pretty good.
it's a bit overrated.
I've never
It's pretty
tried it.
nice.
I'll buy it in Kelvin's restaurant when I get there.
I've had it a few times. It's like sometimes I like it, sometimes I don't.
Not bad, but it's not. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's overrated.
All right, I'm
It's
scrolling through
just
the other
for the cool
questions.
factor of it.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next question.
So yeah, the takeaway of this whole segment is try chocolate and cheese and also that happy soda thing. Remember,
Yeah,
chocolate
condensed
and
milk,
cheese and
carbonated
happy soda.
water, and syrup. There you go.
You
Mix
will
that
get type
together.
2 diabetes, but you will have a lot of fun getting type 2
Doing it.
diabetes. Mm.
Yeah.
And that's all that matters, isn't it?
All right, next question.
Yes.
Let's
Next
speed
question.
round the random
All right.
questions here.
If you have the
Uh,
ability to teleport anywhere in the world, but that is the only place you can teleport to ever, where would you go? This question by Katie
Gym.
Lynch.
Jakarta, I
Gym.
guess.
Okay,
The gym or
let's
the gym,
let's
definitely.
interpret this
Yeah.
of like so you can only teleport to one place ever. So like But obviously, you can teleport back to the place where you teleport from. But
Yeah,
you
it's like so I can like go back and forth basically, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
one
Yeah.
place.
I said never
forever,
mind,
like in the
Albert.
world.
I can be more specific than just the gym. The squat rack. Because everyone's always taking it. There's only one in my gym.
Everywhere
I
in
want to
the
be
world,
there
you just want to
first,
go to the
always.
squat rack.
Yes, yes, yes. Nobody gets to borrow it. It's my squat rack. It's my turn to do the leg day. That's it.
What if you
Wait,
teleport
what if-
up there as someone is doing a squat rack and you just
Yeah, I was
like,
about to ask the same thing.
He has to squat me. He has to squat me on top of whatever he's squatting.
But
I'll just be on top
Wait,
of on top of his shoulders
so are
like
you,
hello.
So when you teleport, are you saying you teleport on top of the rack? How does that work? Why is he squatting you?
Basically, I like to imagine it's basically between the rack. But if somebody's using it, I basically just teleport
Spawn on
safely on
top
top
of
of
it?
him.
Yeah,
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 well,
yeah.
he's
Oh.
squatting, right? So if he's
Uh,
squatting 200 kilos and then I need to use the squat rack, well, too bad. He has to squat 275. I hope he can get it up. Ooh, there you go.
Hold up,
This is
Ariq.
squat.
What can he get it up?
That's for him to find out.
uh, what would be my answer for this? Do you have a place,
Difficult, huh?
Albert?
I'm trying to think, cause I'm trying to think of something like what is like a good place. What's a tough place to get to? But there's a lot of things that I would like to do there. Um,
for me it's easy. It's just my apartment in Jakarta.
You just want to go home, Teguh.
Yeah, I can just go back and forth whenever I
I
want.
mean, going home is like
Whenever he wants,
going
yeah.
home is like an easy answer. I could say that too, but I'm trying to think of something else. Like Disneyland is a smart choice, but like
Something
I want
else?
it just for recreation, entertainment. I'm trying to think of like something more like
Yeah, I'm trying to think of
useful.
something useful. That's why I don't.
Like I
don't
want to
like
say,
driving to the gym. That's why I said teleport to the gym.
Maybe I'll teleport inside what are they called now? Crypto.com arena.
Huh?
So I can watch a Lakers game for free every time.
Damn. Oh, the crypto arena. Yeah. But Kelvin, they'll find out you have no ticket. Oh, it doesn't matter though. You can just teleport.
I'll just teleport back home.
Wait, no, wait,
and then
hang on.
teleport there again.
The question did not specify whether we can teleport back or not.
no,
Can
let's
we?
let's assume that we can. Let's assume that we can.
Let's
We
assume
can
we can
teleport
teleport
back to the original
where?
spot we were prior to
Okay.
teleportation.
So original spot and whatever spot we just chose. Okay, fair enough.
Wait, bring up that last comment again. The airport. Why do you want to teleport to the airport?
I thought if
So,
you if you teleport to the airport, you still have to go to the TSA.
Well,
I
unless you
teleport to this, I will go through
unless you bypass that, but like, what's the point? Because you still need tickets to get on a plane.
That's true. You still
Because
have
they're
to buy
gonna
the
scan
tickets
it.
first.
So you're just stuck.
Fred is on a different level.
Is unless there is something in the airport that you particularly really like. I mean, if I have to teleport to any airport, I'll go to the Changi airport. There's a lot of things to do there. There's a lot of things to do. The toilet is clean. I don't have to worry about
Fred
that.
did not think this through, did he? No.
Oh, he's like, wait, hang on, guys. Let me think.
Let me uncook.
Let me uncook. Hang on.
Put it back in the freezer.
Yeah, I don't know if I have an answer right now. I'll just say right now the biggest mall that I can think of right now is Mall of America, which is in Minnesota, which have a theme park inside it, multiple restaurants, multiple shops. Like it have everything. It's like huge. So I feel like that could be fun if I
Got
need
to
something. Just
teleport
go there. Yeah.
Okay.
Teleport.
Okay.
What other
Alright.
questions we have?
Next question from Star Machine. What is a hobby or skill that you've always wanted to learn but haven't had the chance to yet?
So
I've
many things.
always wanted
Oh.
to learn how to play
Drifting.
a saxophone.
A
Oh,
saxophone.
nice.
Hey, yeah,
Adorable.
just
That's
sounds
very
pretty good as
adorable.
well.
It just sounds really sexy.
Saxophone.
I don't
I love saxophones. It's one of my favorite. It's one of my favorite instruments. It sounds so good.
Right?
Uh,
It
yeah,
sounds so good every
It
time.
sounds so good. That's fair.
Yeah. A saxophone, but I'm pretty sure a saxophone costs a lot and it's
Yeah.
not exactly the easiest thing to learn. You have to blow hard on them.
It's not only blowing
Yeah.
hard. You have to blow it like a specific way.
Yeah, that's true. I don't think I can do that. Yeah, that's mine. A saxophone.
Yeah.
Teguh is what? Drifting just now you said?
Yeah.
You get the car first though.
Yeah.
He has a
Well, yeah, that's why like I've always wanted to, but like
no. That's the thing. Teguh will just borrow people's cars or rental cars and he'll just drift everywhere he goes.
but they're all
The
front
Google-
wheel drive, Ariq.
You will try. You will learn.
I will try.
There was an attempt.
There was an attempt. A skill. Actually, yeah, I know. Yeah. Uh, drawing basically. I
I
don't know.
thought
It's
you
very
had the
useful.
chance to.
Supposed to do that.
I know, but I'm not very good at like drawing portraits.
No,
like
wait. Is the
people.
question is haven't had the chance to, like, we haven't like tried it at all, or like
Yeah.
Yeah.
we have
You just
tried,
think
but, like,
of you want
still
to
kinda
try it,
bad.
kind of thing. That's what I'm
Yeah.
thinking. You think you really want to try that, but you never get a chance. Like I would never buy a saxophone to learn it.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's true.
Or just annoy my whole neighborhood.
Okay, I have two. I have like two kind of two answers. One of them is like it's a skill that I have learned, but I've never like really maximized on it, and I kind of want to revisit it. Playing guitar, because I can play guitar. It's been so long because I don't have a guitar here, but it's been so long, and I kind of want to revisit it. I want to be like better at it. The one that
Fair.
okay, one of them is I've never tried it all. Playing tennis, I've never played tennis, but I kind of want to try it out.
Here's the thing with tennis. All right.
Yeah.
So, as a Chinese Indonesian, it is in my blood that I play badminton. So when I play tennis, my instinct is badminton to flick my wrist as hard as possible,
Yeah.
and it's hard to
That's
get
not the
rid
way.
of that instinct.
It took me a while to relearn that.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
not the way.
It's in my blood to flick that wrist, but I just can't with tennis, and it's
Eh.
bothering me when I tried it at one point.
And like
Fair.
another thing for me is that surfing. I've always wanted to try surfing, but I've never tried it. So yeah.
All right.
Fair.
Oh yeah, surfing.
Uh,
Surfing's pretty good.
Surfing's pretty good. I'm just. Oh, actually, I know another one. Scuba diving.
Scuba
I'd
diving,
be too
nice.
terrified. But
I've done snorkeling. I've never done scuba diving.
I've done snorkeling. Yeah, I've never done scuba diving.
Snorkeling, I've tried it, but never on a free dive
Well,
because
Calvin-
I'm scared of drowning.
Kelvin,
I'm bad at
well,
swimming.
first of in
Yeah.
order to be able to do scuba diving, first, Calv, you gotta learn how to swim. So
I know how to swim. I'm just bad at it.
No, he knows how to swim. He just doesn't
I'm just
float.
messing with you.
All right. I guess that's that. Right?
How much
Yeah.
do we have time for? How many questions? Because I think I just saw a couple more come in, but I don't know.
Yeah. Maybe we can save the newer one for next episode or something.
Okay.
Okay. This one
Yeah.
related to cinemas. Assigned seat or first come first serve?
That's
In
fine.
Never
Indonesia,
had-
there's no first come first serve in Indonesia.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
we don't
Or
have
in
it
Japan
here,
either. Yeah.
But I'm
So
just
it's always
thinking
assigned
about
seating.
it. I would rather have assigned.
Yeah, me too. Albert, you live there in US?
Assigned seating. I always like assigned seating because I like to know where my
Yeah.
seats are. Also for
But-
for surf, like like sometimes it takes forever to be in the line, and I don't want to wait like an hour before.
So,
before I
Actually,
leave.
what is your experience with first come first serve? Since you're the only one that has done it here out of all of us.
Have
my
ever got, like,
experience?
real
again,
bad
like,
seats?
It depends. It depends on like. No, I've never really got really bad seats. It depends on like you have to be lucky, right? Obviously, and then like.
Yeah.
But if it's like a bigger crowd, like I think my only experience of like a bigger crowd with first come first serve was, I'm pretty sure it was The Last Jedi.
Oh,
I had to wait in line for quite some time for that one, and it was like that's not fun. So yeah, and I think Infinity War as well. Did I? Yeah, Infinity War. Endgame, I already got assigned seating because it's cinema change. But
yeah.
Infinity War, I think it was first come first serve, and Last Jedi as well. So it was like it wasn't fun. I gotta wait in line. I was like, if
Some-
they could.
Something that sometimes annoys me in assigned sitting is when people come in late, and then despite the stairs and the chairs already having numbers and the letters, they still have to take out their phone and turn on the flashlight to look for it, to look
Oh.
for their seats.
Mm.
That annoys me so much. Like, the light's there.
Yeah, it's lit up. Why
It's
do you
lit
still
up.
need?
Your phone at maximum brightness on flashlight. God damn. That annoys me. Yeah, alright.
Yeah.
What are the next random question?
Uh, There's quite a lot.
Word,
A lot.
where is
People
it,
are
where is
just
it, where is
like
it?
submitting all their questions.
Yeah,
in.
we'll probably do one more. I guess. I think we should do one more.
One
What's
more,
the
one more,
next?
one more.
I'm scrolling up.
What's
Which
the
one was
weirdest
the
thing
one
in
I
your
think-
fridge? Can I go run and check first?
I don't know the answer to that.
Probably
I guess this one
mustard.
from Samuel Stein is the next question.
Okay.
If you could have an unlimited supply of one snack for the rest of your life, what would it be?
One
So
snack.
a specific snack. Okay, so it have to be a specific brand. I'm guessing, not just like a type of snack.
So you
like,
can't just say
Oh,
like
I thought
ice
that's a
cream
type of
or
snack.
chips.
oh, do you want to do a specific snack, or do you want to do like?
Let's make it
brand?
the specific snack to make it more enticing.
Specific snack. So brand as well.
Yeah, so like what do you say, like Balkis, what do you call it, crackers or something?
Cracker, yeah,
It
yeah,
can be
okay.
like any cracker. Oh, I've made it a
What,
lot
a-
harder now. I don't even
Wait,
know.
what? Any cracker or just Malkist?
Just Malkist, like you have
And
to pick
okay,
a
like and like
specific-
So you
okay,
have to
so
think of the
Right.
so
brand as
like
well.
like this question, it's not saying that we cannot have any other snack. It's just like one particular snack that you can have unlimited supply of. What would it be?
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. You can have the snack
So-
at any time in
Anywhere.
your life, anywhere.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Interesting.
Oh, something
I mean,
that I will
Just
my
just not
my
any
initial my
chance-
initial
any
my
chance I
initial
got.
instinct is just either like a brand of chocolate, specific chocolate. So I love chocolate, or like some potato chips because that's like my go-to. Some Calvin is choking on water, I think.
I was choking on water. Good thing I was on mute.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to think of like if there is a specific brand.
Yeah. Ha-
This might be. I'm gonna go with this, and this might be just because of like a little bit of craving because I haven't had this in a long time, and it's this Indonesian brand. In case you guys are wondering, Citato. I love that.
Mm.
I love that potato chip, and I
Oh,
haven't had
okay.
that in a very long time. And maybe it's just a craving speaking, but I like the regular flavor of Citato and like the texture of the chips as well. Oh,
Okay.
so good.
Regular flavor chitato. So, is that just like the salt vinegar one?
The barbecue, the barbecue.
Oh, the
beef
barbecue
chip.
one. Oh, yeah, the
Barbecue
barbecue
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
Barbecue one's good.
It's an Indonesian brand of chips.
Oh, it's just tough for snacks. I like a snack.
I like to snack, but I
Uh,
like to snack on different types of snacks. This is difficult. That's
This is
Whoa,
hard.
whoa,
This is-
whoa, Cameron,
gotta-
Cameron. Hold on there. Does vodka
Yeah,
count as a
he's,
snack? You might
he's
have a
drinking
problem
right
there.
now as we speak.
He's drinking. This is peanut butter. That's actually a very good snack. But I'm not so sure.
I cannot
I
with
don't know.
with something too sweet like Snickers and stuff. I cannot with those.
The problem with me is like my craving changes. Sometimes I want something salty, sometimes I want something sweet. It's hard.
Mm,
Yeah. I mean, if I had an unlimited supply, it would definitely be something salty for me. But like,
yeah, me too.
the problem is, right? As much as I snack on stream, it's only to keep awake. In general, I don't snack, so I don't actually know what I want.
That's fair.
I like
I don't
snacking a
really
lot,
snack
but
too
I
much
just
as
don't know
well.
what. But I don't know what I want. That was a good answer.
We don't have answers to this.
Wait, let me
If,
cook.
if we're talking about chips, I do like the what's the English for it? Shall I say butter, Teguh?
What is that?
Happy butter.
Happy butter, yeah. It's
How do I describe
honey
happy
butter? It's basically honey butter, isn't it? Honey
Yeah.
butter flavor. Yeah.
Basically, honey
yeah.
butter.
Honey
Wait, what was
butter
the brand?
flavor on
'Cause
chips.
I think I think I'm looking at the same one that they sell here in Indokill. Oh, hang on.
Yeah, it tastes different
Oh.
though. I tried.
It tastes different, yeah. Because I was thinking of the
Tastes different.
Japota Happy Honey Butter. That's what
Yeah,
they're
yeah. The
called
one from
here.
Japan is much better.
Is it now?
Yeah.
Lies.
Like like happy butter is different from just regular honey butter. I don't know how to put
Yeah.
my finger. Maybe it's got more MSG.
Probably.
That's
Actually, you know
my
what?
guess.
This
You know,
goes
actually,
to
Mr. Blue Bolt's
then, yeah.
answer here is not bad.
Movie theater
Movie
popcorn
theater
is good.
popcorn. It's pretty
That's
good.
good.
theater
Yeah.
That's good. With the butter. and
Yeah.
everything. Yeah. An unlimited amount. That's like good. It's
That's
easy
actually
to
really
eat.
good
It is a
answer.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's
Really
good.
good answer.
Good
Not
popcorn.
loud. You can just eat it in the cinema. Yeah. That's a good
Uh,
answer.
You can eat. Oh, technically, you can just eat it anywhere you want. It's unlimited.
Yeah.
Right?
That's a
Yeah. What
good
did I just
answer,
say? Yeah. What did I just say? Yeah. Mix the mixed flavor movie theater popcorn. So just like sweet and salty. I don't have to choose. I have both.
Dude, no. If
That's
you're choosing
simple.
movie theater popcorn, there's one that I really like, but it was only a
which
limited
one?
time because of the collaboration.
Yeah.
It was popcorn with the you. it's an Indonesian thing. It's called smack strings. You know those?
Oh,
I
okay.
don't
You
The
know, the
cheesy.
Oh,
cheese
the
flavored one.
cheese, the cheesy
Yeah.
ring
So
thing.
that cheese powder is now in a popcorn. They shake it up together. It's really damn good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Talking
What
talking
was
about. Oh,
Nuggets as a snack. Does that count?
I don't think that's a snack. That's
nuggets?
like a
I
meal.
don't
That's
think
kind
it's
of
a
Uh,
snack.
mealish.
it's
It's a
more of a
meal.
meal.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it's a meal.
Um,
How about something like nachos with the dip? Does that count as one, or you only get the nachos?
I don't think that counts either, in my opinion. I know
I,
they're
I
chips. I
think
know
I think
chips
I
are
think
usually.
I think we're on the line here. We're like
Okay.
we're
Wait,
just like
actually,
barely in the
since Our
border.
Machine said
I,
McNuggets, do French fries count? Because then definitely French fries for me.
Is that a
I don't
snack?
think that's a
I don't know. I
snack.
don't know if that's a snack. That's
when
like
I
a
think of a snack, I
that's like
think
a
of something
side.
that's actually
It's more like
packaged and
Yeah.
yeah,
like
more
sold
like
in
Yeah.
chips
markets
or
or
like
something. Yeah.
crackers, Oreos type of deal. That's what I'm
Or
thinking
Mm.
when I'm saying snack.
candies, yeah,
Yeah.
wrap
By the
candies. I
way,
mean, yeah.
real quick sidetrack.
Unlimited
Talking about popcorns. I just saw that my dad texted me saying, "Did you really throw popcorns?" He was watching this video.
Yes,
I gotta
Dad,
reply.
I
I gotta
did.
reply to him.
Yes. Well, yeah, but in case my answer wasn't clear, yeah, I'd go with the I think what they said with the happy honey butter. That's what they call it. I mean, it is
That's
sweet,
fine.
salty, sweet,
It's good.
salty, all
It's
good.
good stuff.
Yeah, it's good.
You know what?
Yeah.
Screw it. I just have specifically sour cream and onion Pringles.
That's a
Ooh,
good.
that's
That's
really
a good
good.
choice. That's a
That's
good
really
choice. That's a
good.
good choice. I like
Hot
that.
take.
Yeah.
I don't love that flavor the most.
Get out
Really?
of the councilman. Remove.
I think
Anyway.
out of all
I like
out
the
of all the
original.
I think out of all the Pringles, that's my favorite. The sour cream one.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, yeah. All right. Uh,
Okay, I think that's all the
there
time
are
we have
other
for.
random questions,
Yeah.
but let's keep that for
We can keep that
next
for next episode,
episode.
or
Yeah,
if you
yeah,
guys have
yeah,
better questions, yeah. Again.
Yeah,
yeah.
we're running
Well,
long
that's-
Why
already,
not?
so yeah.
All right, yeah. So let's just plug it out. Let's just plug it out.
Mhm.
Ariq, go ahead.
You can find me on Instagram at Ariq Andria. You can find me on not Steam. What is it? Letterbox at Ricky Do.
You haven't updated your Letterboxd fan since Narnia.
No, no, I have not, and I've watched like so many movies since. It's okay.
Yeah.
I'll do it right now. I'll do it right now.
Teguh.
You can find me on Instagram at TeguM23 and on, well, is it X or is it Twitter then? Well, either. At Tegidu.
Nice. And you guys can find me Kelvin on Instagram at KYS27 and Disco Monkey on Letterboxd and YouTube. Albert.
You can find me on JA Wiradharma on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Letterboxd. Follow me everywhere there to see all my latest ongoings. You can follow the Councilmen at Councilmen Show on all of our social media. Once again, the Councilmen Show, that's everywhere. You can watch us and join the live stream every Saturday morning. Next week, I'll tell on the Twitter and Instagram what time we're going live just to make sure, double check after daylight savings. But yeah, that's available on the live stream. But if not, just on the audio feed, check us out. Subscribe to both of us on the YouTube and on the audio feed. Help us out. If you enjoy our stuff, leave us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. Leave us a comment on Spotify. And check out our merch. I promise next week we'll have a new design.
Nonsense
word.
design.
No guaranteed nonsense design. It's some kind of design. But yeah. And next week,
Yeah.
obviously, we'll do more nonsense. So there you go.
It's a design, all right.
The
Yeah.
design.
It's a design.
All right, I guess. Oh wait, it's still spooken. Let me change that real quick.
Councilman has nonsense. No, that's stupid. That's
All right.
nonsense.
And with that, the councilman has spoken, and we'll see you on the next Nonsense November. I mean, next episode of Nonsense November. Yeah.